Mm. And we are live. What's going on, everybody? I am here joined by my man Tonk, and of course, the man, my co-host Crypto. Welcome to another live edition of Insomnia.
Hello,
How y'all
hello.
guys doing tonight?
What's going on?
Good. Thank you for having me.
Well, for sure, man. Thank you for coming on as always.
Another day in paradise, fellas.
Hell yeah. Let's get to this intro, and then we'll see you all on the other side.
New seasons, new gear. Show the world what it means to be a fan in 100% authentic gear. Fanatics, officially licensed everything.
What's going on,
There we
Raphael?
go. What's happening, everybody?
Raphael Courtright, first one on the
Welcome
bed.
everybody in chat.
Chef Jew, Daniel Berry Sports, and my man Hooked Up Joe. How y'all doing?
Yo,
Yes.
yo.
So earlier today, I saw something on about Steve Smith Senior having an affair, and I'm like, this has got. I think the NFL has become the tabloids as of lately. You know what I'm saying? I remember.
Tabloids.
Yeah, tabloids because.
TMZ, huh?
Yeah, pretty much, man. I don't go to ESPN to find out who's sleeping with who. Or,
Yeah. That's a good point.
now everybody, it seems like now everybody.
It's become the barber shop.
Yeah, pretty much, man. Because look, Food Network doesn't talk about Guy Fieri's DUI or Rachel Ray's divorce, or which, by the way, Guy Fieri never had a DUI that I know of.
Right.
You know,
Rachel
what
Ray
about
is a respectable woman.
what about Chef Ramsay?
I don't know what he's had either.
Did he have any infidelity issues?
I don't know. Food Network doesn't cover that. They cover food. You know.
Okay,
The only thing they cover
good
is
point.
mashed potatoes.
They
Mm-hmm.
want to know how much parsley can I put on my steak. What's a good amount of Himalayan salt should I use for my bowl of
Greg
grits?
Sebring said when I saw the first two, because the title on the title of the show is "Check Under Your Bed." He says Greg Sebring said when I saw the first Alien movie, I looked under my bed for a year.
Hmm.
Get in the chopper.
The chopper.
So it's crazy how it's become tabloid. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it is definitely that.
What channel was it
It's
on?
no longer.
ESPN.
It's a cesspool. It's a cesspool, Shake.
Yeah,
What
It's the
channel did you
barber
see it
shop.
on?
I saw it on Facebook post though. But you best believe they're gonna be talking about that.
Yeah,
That
it's
would be.
Just like they were talking about Warren Sapp's, not Warren. Yeah, was it Warren Sapp? There was
Yeah, he
somebody
had a
who.
incident a long time ago that got him
No, Michael
fired.
Irving. Michael Irving. Remember Michael Irving?
Hmm.
yeah, but
And
Michael
then
Irvin
they had
messed up
he got
stuff.
fired, and then they found out that he didn't do shit.
Yeah, but did
Hmm.
you hear the story what Michael Irvin did to somebody at a barbershop?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
What do you
Once I
mean? What
learned
he
of
did
that,
to somebody at a barber
he
shop?
apparently stabbed somebody in a barbershop.
Hmm.
Oh, it's a violent incident.
Yeah. Over some stupid ass shit. It wasn't like him protecting himself.
Hmm. But that's
Mm.
what happens when you go to like a poverty university, like you know. But anyway.
No, he definitely didn't learn that from that school. He would have. He's an angel because of it.
uh,
He's been the fact that he's been involved in the Dallas atmosphere. He was tainted. He was a
uh,
tainted soul by
uh,
going from a prestigious university to a cesspool in Dallas. That's what happened.
that's true.
Yeah, they definitely made him do that.
I don't know if they made him, but hey, his environment, he's a product of his environment.
Like Diddy.
Yeah. Urban.
Well, I mean, you can't. I don't know. Once you're in the light like that,
Mm-hmm.
everything about you is going to get exposed.
Well, yeah,
But
yeah.
I mean, so was it an ESPN post or what station was it that made it?
I don't know, but like I said, you know, they're gonna. I'm not saying it wasn't an ESPN post, but you know, it's a matter of time. We're gonna be talking about it, especially now since it's the off season.
No, I am glad that you said something about it though, because every time I see a post like that, like whenever I saw a post that showed Kanye West's kid, I blocked the page. Or like Kim Kardashian, I blocked the page. Or or someone I don't want to see or information I don't want to hear, I just block the page. Because it just keeps that shit from coming back to me. Like I only post like the stuff I post is either stuff I'm doing with music or some kind of science thing or something funny, you know? Like I don't share my entire life. I try to keep it pretty personal, you know. I don't take stuff out on the internet. But once you're in that fame, like people want to know about you, and so people are gonna pay a lot of money to. Because someone was getting paid to share that.
You brought up a good point there.
By the way, my thoughts and prayers San Antonio Spurs.
Oh yeah.
Greg Popovich had a mini stroke, and I guess he's not coming. Listen, man, the Spurs.
Hearts
Somebody
go
do
out
a
to
well.
the
I think
Popovich family,
somebody
man.
needs to do a wellness check on EM.
Yeah, I know. I
Yeah.
was thinking. I'm glad that we had an episode tonight because I wanted. Yeah, I wanted to say something about that too, because I mean,
Yeah.
Greg Popovich, like one of the greatest head coaches ever in professional basketball. You know, and then like just not, you know, just how he drafts players. Like he's doing the same thing he did with Tim Duncan and David Robinson. You know,
Yep.
and all those. You know, he builds people up.
Yeah.
You know, he's never went after anybody. He starts everybody from the beginning. You know,
Right.
like he's a I don't want to say a true coach, but he sticks to like the traditional roots of coaching, starting from, you know, someone that has talent obviously and has, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
has the drive, but starts them at the beginning and builds them up. Like Wembanyama has, you know, he needs a lot of work, but he's doing a good job. And then Wembanyama's also going, he has freaking blood clots. He's out now too.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
Yeah.
blood clots are one of the scariest things to ever deal with, man, because they
Mm-hmm.
can just move at any time. And if it goes in
Yeah.
your
You have
brain,
to thin them out, right?
you
Those
have to
blood
put
clots
in
need to be thin.
filters.
Yeah.
You have to put in filters. You have to take medication. You have to stay in the hospital. I know people that have dealt with blood clots, and that shit is no joke at all. Like I mean, medical conditions aren't a joke, but like something that is so just wildly dangerous, and you know, just the way
Mm-hmm.
it
Yeah.
moves around your body, how dangerous it is. It's just like you
Well,
have to take.
Shelby Jones says this,
Yeah.
or your lungs. It says your lungs
Yeah.
too.
You got to be on.
Oh, right,
You might
right,
have to be
right.
on blood thinning medication and all this other stuff.
And so
Yeah.
like, and so
Drink
he
liquor.
has to
That's
just
in
stop.
your blood.
That's crazy, man. He's only been in the league what, 2 seasons?
Yeah, 2
Yeah.
seasons.
True.
So
And
Mm-hmm.
Popovich, I tell you what, he's the all-time leader in the NBA with wins, 5-time champion, one-time
mm-hmm,
Olympic gold winner as a coach, 3-time
mm-hmm.
coach of the
Yeah,
year,
that's right.
17
Mm-hmm.
coach of the month, and led
Legend.
the Spurs to 22 postseasons.
Yeah.
Legend.
He's first ballot Hall of Famer for sure.
Living legend.
Yeah.
Like we're fortunate that we
It
got
will
to
be a
see that.
travesty if he doesn't make the Hall. Well, yeah. I ain't even gonna say that. He's guaranteed. He's definitely a Sherlock Hall of Famer.
Oh,
You
of
can't
course.
with that
It doesn't
resume. You
matter.
can't.
He doesn't have to be first ballot. It's already etched in stone. He'll just stand up with his 5 rings and be like, fucking vote on that.
Mm-hmm. Like he's gonna
Yeah.
do like a Belichick, you know?
Yep. Yep. I think that's what he was waiting on. If he could somehow get that 6th one, he would have surpassed
Damn.
Belichick. He would be
Hey,
matching his total as a head coach of an
yeah, head
organization.
coach, and he's got 8. But Belichick, Bill, it was funny. Except for the thumbs, Bill Belichick got one for each finger. He's got 8
Yeah.
Super Bowl
Right.
rings.
6 of them came as him being a coach, though.
Head
Yeah.
coach, yeah. 2 as a defensive coordinator.
Right, and that was what
No,
that's what
5.
Popovich needs.
No, 6.
Oh, no, 6. No, 6. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because Brady has 7.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all Popovich needed to do to match his total, at least to match him. But obviously, Phil Jackson's got 9. So, as far as coaching, you know, the most recent one to have the most,
Yeah.
he's one thumb away from having on all of his fingers. As far as a head coach, you know,
Yeah, and
that's
he's the only
insane.
he's the only person to win in New York. Well, not the only
Mm-hmm.
person, but
What do you mean, like winning one as a
player.
player? You talking about as a player?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, he's got them as a he's got the 10th one already, but as a coach, he's got, you know, he's got his 9, you know,
Mm-hmm.
which is crazy.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, man. Speaking of crazy, man, Crypto was in Houston for the game, and man, I tell you what, Crypto ate good, man. Here's a picture of Crypto eating good.
No,
Why?
that's AI generated, so it's all fake.
Crypto
Fake
ain't the
news.
Glizzy King. Crypto ain't the Glizzy King.
That's Rashad. Rashad's the Glizzy King, yo. Wrong
Crypto.
photo.
I mean,
No,
Crypto eating like a king.
Michael K is the Glizzy King. He's got them.
Mm-hmm.
He's got them upstate New York glizzies.
Yeah.
What's funny is today was the cancer challenge at Hard Rock Stadium, and these guys took a picture together. That's to the
Our head coach.
That's Daniels. That's Garfinkel. That's Tua, and that's Stephen Ross. No Chris Greer in this picture.
You said no Chris Greer.
No Chris Greer.
And no Super Bowls either.
Garfinkel.
Yeah, it's Garfinkel.
Yeah.
Next to
we got
Tua.
a national championship in there.
Standing next to Tua.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that? Who's Garfinkel?
He is the CEO of like
basketball operations, right?
Like that.
President of basketball operations. Or yeah.
Of Baskin Robbins?
Who?
What'd you say?
He's a CEO of the business side of the Dolphins organization.
Okay.
He handles ticket sales and PR, and like the profit side of the, and he kind of Chris Greer answers to him too. So he's kind of like right underneath Steve the pecking order. It's him.
How do you?
Garfinkel and Chris Greer.
So I'm looking at the comments. Raphael, what you mean someone gonna leak audio of me? Doing what? What do you mean? What did I say that someone's gonna leak audio?
GM Chris, he said Raphael
audio.
Chris Greer's getting the water.
It looks like you got some comment on you. Like you got some compromising information on him. Leaked audio. Damn. Is he blackmailing you?
She's gonna be like, release the tape. Release the tape.
Yeah, are you about to be blackmailed, Tonk? It sounds like he wants you to confess. But I think
no, it's
I was
all
thinking
good.
about
It's all good. I just want to know like what I said to make you say that. Oh, like did he?
OG Jets fan, what's going on, man? How you doing?
What's popping, man? I was thinking we was talking about Jackson. I know Pat Riley's got a bunch combination of coach, manager, and all that other stuff. I think his is up to 7. I think, right? Or 6. Yeah, because he may have. I'm just trying to.
Did he have 5
count the
with
one
the Lakers?
where he wasn't, because he wasn't the general manager. Yeah, but he wasn't there. He wasn't yet their coach. Later on when they won the other ones, because Phil Jackson was the coach. So yeah, his Lakers run in the 80s was where he got the bulk of his.
Lakers head coach.
Yeah, that was the bulk of their run. Yeah. So he got the bulk of their runs.
The Knicks too.
So
yeah, but didn't he
it came with the Heat? No, because of the Heat, he's got. I don't know if he's got the full amount.
Yeah, I think he has one as a player too. He has one as a player, He has one as a coach, and he has one as an executive.
Right. Yeah. Who did he win as a player?
I think the
Lakers.
Knicks. If I'm not mistaken.
Oh, he
Or
won
was
with
it
Phil
Lakers or
Jackson?
Knicks?
No. Or I can't remember. I'll look it
No,
up in
he
a
was
minute.
he was an executive at that point. I think he still was a. Oh, he was already with the Heat. I think on the at the time.
So, hey, I saw this
I want to say.
on the other.
Because he was the head
on
coach when
Facebook.
Dwayne Wayne won his first.
So that's the only one he got as a head coach with the Heat then. Because the
No.
other two was
Oh,
Spoelstra.
yeah. Right. Yes. With the Heat. Yes. That was his last one as a coach.
Right. Yeah. But I want to say
Go ahead.
yeah,
There's the link.
Spoelstra.
Go ahead. Call in. But anyway, here's this link real quick.
Greatest teams of all time.
All right. We have the 72, the 85, the 07, the 99 Rams, the 89 49ers, 78 Steelers, 92 Cowboys. Can you think about any other teams?
The
2024 Dolphins.
it almost
team-
was
what-
the Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, actually, I want to say the
Last season, Kansas City.
Any team that has Eichenberg on it.
So what's up? What's on your mind, Tommy?
Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing?
Good, and you?
What's up?
We got a bunch of Bills, Patriots, Bills fans here.
Nah,
Never.
this ain't the round table.
No. Actually, yeah, it's not the round table. You got the
It's
roll
the
one.
fence tailgate.
It's not Bet US, right? It's not Bet US Sports with TD Richie and Dan Mitchell
You all right?
and Cody.
Then he left. He done got drunk.
Where the USA.
He thought he clicked on the real table.
Why did
He thought he clicked on the round table.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what the fuck? What? And plus, what was he gonna ask? He had a Jets hat on, so what was he gonna do? Just like
What's up?
Hold up. My bad.
What's good?
I'm
That's all
sorry.
good.
What's on your mind, man?
All right. I want to ask you guys a question, right? As a Jet fan,
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
do you think it was the right decision to get rid of Aaron Rodgers after a year and a half of an Achilles tear,
No.
or you think we should have kept him?
Kept him.
I think you should have kept him.
I'm thinking the Dolphins should take him.
Any team he goes to, he's gonna destroy and be a monster. He's awesome.
So you're saying he's a zombie? You're accusing him of being a zombie.
I feel you, but I will take him and Devontae Adams right now and bench Tua, and just let's run it and see how it goes.
Oh, so you're a Dolphin fan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're Dolphin fans.
Yeah,
here,
we
just
all
pretty
are.
much.
Oh, you're all Dolphin fans?
Yeah, but we talk everything NFL. This is Insomnia.
So
Insomnia, we talk all NFL things though. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a lot. I like the Bucks too, and Falcons and Seahawks, but yeah, we're mostly Dolphin centric. That's how we kind of started.
No doubt. Let me ask you a question. Would you rather have Tua Tagovailoa or Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback going into 2025?
I'm going to say Rodgers.
So I wouldn't.
Rodgers did have one Achilles that took him out once in his 20-year career.
Exactly.
I do like the fact that
freaking at the end of his 20-year career, not the beginning.
I don't care if it's the beginning, middle, or end, but
so I would be.
It just happened toward the end, but he still played another full season after that.
And he got better as the year went along. So if you would have gave him one more year, the Jets could have actually had a chance to get to the playoffs and make the fucking Super Bowl. Sorry,
right. I like his durability, and in fact, he still played well enough. He had a touchdown interception ratio was almost 3-1.
Yeah,
he still played efficient.
Do you know how bad our defense played, and that we had no kicker?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't
Yeah,
all
he took a
Aaron
risk.
The
Rodgers'
only thing,
fault.
so
He
Aaron
can't
Rodgers,
kick
he
the
just
ball
couldn't
off. He
outscore
was
the other
bad.
team.
Hold on. One person speaks at a time. When you see Tua Tagovailoa, okay, his hands were like this. He could barely move. He's one hit away from a career-ending injury. Aaron
Well,
Rodgers had a freak injury on his Achilles that a 40-year-old man takes 2 years at least to develop and fully come back to who he was.
you talking about as far as his mobility, I think his arm was okay.
His arm was
He's not as
fine.
mobile.
Did
He
you
wasn't
see
as
what our
mobile.
line? Did you see what our line did? Nothing.
Yeah.
Our line sucked. Our running back sucked. Our defense sucked. We had no kicker. Aaron Rodgers wasn't the problem for the Jets.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't? I don't think it was the head coach either.
Yeah, it was a team. Yeah. Salah got fired out of frustration.
Out of four
Yeah,
games,
your owner kind of
out of
flinched on
four
that one.
games, Salah got fired. If you're gonna fire the guy, you fire him before the season, or you don't bring in a defensive coordinator to become the head coach who is still running the defense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's insane. He messed up the chemistry there. Should have fired him after, like on
What did you
Black
think of the new
Monday.
head coach?
Aaron Glenn, I'm not a fan of.
No.
Right. You don't like his
Aaron
philosophy.
Rodgers is a better coach than Aaron Glenn will ever be.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. He's more offensive minded. One's a defensive guy.
Aaron Glenn knows defenses and offenses better than Aaron Glenn ever would imagine to know. And and Aaron Rodgers took his private plane, okay, to come to New Jersey and say, "I want to come back and I want to win a Super Bowl for this team." And you know what this? I'm gonna curse. You know what this a-hole coach did? Him or the owner, whoever did it, they said, "Nah, we're not gonna have you back anymore because we're gonna go and get rid of you and Devontae Adams and start a new regime, which is going to be horrible."
Goodness, y'all gonna have to
Aaron
help.
Rodgers
Y'all
is
gotta
going to go
hope that
play for a team next year and be excellent. I guarantee you.
crazy. He might end up in New Orleans, man, with what's his name? That new guy. What's his name? Kellen Moore.
Mm-hmm.
And have a hell of an offense and weapons and all kinds of shit. Watch. Or in Pittsburgh.
Who the fuck is Kellen Moore? Is that the guy from that what used to play for Minnesota?
Well, he's the head coach
No,
of Saints.
The
right
Saints.
Now.
He used to be Dallas's coordinator. He was recently the Eagles' offensive coordinator. He was in Dallas. He was in the Chargers.
Was he a former quarterback?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Was he a former quarterback for Kellen?
He was Tony Romo's backup.
Kellen Moore. Look, I know you guys are from probably all over the world and root for like a lot of teams, but I'm a diehard Jet fan, and we are F.
You got season tickets?
Well, I did when I was a kid, not no more.
Oh, okay.
Well, trust me, I'm a diehard Dolphin fan. I'm not too excited going into my season either. So.
Well,
Yeah,
to be a Dolphin fan, that you got to be very upset because you have a quarterback that's very weak.
Mm-hmm.
Very weak.
Well, the owners put us in this predicament. This kind of like your owner. You're putting us in a bad situation.
All right, I'll calm down. I'll let everybody else talk.
No, you're good, bro. You're good, bro.
You're good.
I'm
saying your owner is like our owner. Put us in a bad situation. Put the fans in a bad predicament.
Well, the Dolphins are fucked because Tua is one hit away from his life ending, basically. the Jets at least can get Jameis Winston or Justin Fields, which is going to be a Bridgewater quarterback that's going to suck. It's not going to be good. We're going to be horrible for a couple of years. But we don't have Tua Tagovailoa, whose arms were crippled like 3 times.
By the way,
hit.
Tommy, the one thing I disagree with is, look, I don't think if Tua gets hit, it's going to be life-threatening, but he's not going to have a good quality of life. You know what I'm saying? There could be brain damage. I don't think he's going to die, but he'll probably get brain damage or be paralyzed or something like that.
It'll be more like career football ending. Yeah, but not life ending, right? It could end his football career. His life in football, that can end. But as far as his actual life, no.
I'm not talking about his actual life. I'm talking about you want a quarterback that played for the Dolphins, okay?
Yeah.
That his arms go like this when he gets hit. That's what you want? Aaron Rodgers had a freak injury of an Achilles tear. His arms never went like this and crippled up like he was paralyzed. It's just facts.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
I don't know how, as a Dolphin fan, that you can actually think that you have any chance with Tua Tagovailoa when you play with Buffalo, New York. I know New England has nobody, okay? But Josh Allen is
for now. At least for the next 9 months, they don't.
225 pounds. And Tua Tagovailoa at 5'9", 190 pounds is going to compete with Josh Allen?
He's
Tell me.
He's 6'3" or 6 feet. Yeah, he's at the 6 foot mark.
6 feet. 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
In the NFL,
you're talking about Kyler Murray.
Yeah,
that's what he's
thinking of Kyler Murray. Or what's his name from Carolina? Bryce Young. Well, Bryce is actually about the same height.
Young? No, we do not want Bryce Young. What I want for the Jets to do is draft the number 7 pick, get a number 2 wide receiver, and then draft what's his name, Archie Manning in 2026.
Right. Yeah, you want to draft? You want to take the route, huh?
There's no other option.
But Manning hadn't played football. You're not nervous that he might not pan out?
I tell you what, he's a better quarterback prospect than Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders is.
No, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all.
You think? All right, let me lay. Where are you from? You from Jersey, New York?
No, I'm not.
If you bring Shedeur Sanders to New York, I live 10 minutes away from the stadium. It would be the biggest mistake the Jets ever made in their life.
Jets shouldn't. I think going after rookies is not a good move.
That's y'all only shot at the Super Bowl.
How many teams do you see really actually do good when they draft rookies? It's very rare that they do good. Y'all should be trying to just get a quarterback that's already there.
The Jets don't develop their quarterbacks. They let them go after 2 years.
Exactly my point.
Look at Geno Smith. Look at Sam Darnold. Look at all the quarterbacks that the Jets had. In 2-3 years. They get rid of them.
Exactly my point.
Exactly my point. That's why I wouldn't draft Shedeur Sanders or Cam Ward. They're garbage.
Y'all need to get a coordinator that can go in there and groom them. To fix all your problems.
I don't think
you know who we have? We have the guy from Florida State that's been sitting on our bench that we haven't even fucking welcomed him into the league yet.
You never know. He might come since he was behind Rodgers. Teams that sit behind Green Bay quarterbacks tend to do well.
Shit, man, you might have a chance.
So he might. That guy that that's
his
been
name?
sitting.
What the fuck is his name? Say his name again.
What's his name?
Travis.
I don't
Jameis
know.
His name
Winston.
Travis.
Jameis Winston.
No,
No, it's not.
no, Travis
Jameis
something.
Winston is on the Jets.
It's
No,
not James
Travis.
Winston.
The guy from Florida State.
From Florida State.
But you just
Travis.
said earlier, Jameis
Jordan.
Winston.
Matter of fact, since he was sitting behind Rodgers, I actually think he's going to do good.
You
Absolutely.
think Jordan Travis is going to be good because he sat behind Aaron Rodgers?
Yep.
You are full of
Yeah.
shit.
Why not? Why? I have hard evidence because a quarterback that sat behind him in Green Bay did pretty well. He took his team to 2 straight playoffs and did pretty good for himself.
Do you know that a quarterback does not make another quarterback? It's all in your brain in the NFL. If you can't develop your brain,
it don't hurt learning the ins and outs from a Hall of Famer.
Do you know that from experience?
I know from way much experience probably than you ever had.
Oh, okay, definitely.
What experience do you have?
Right.
What Aaron Rodgers did for the Jets will not ever complete that. Come 28 touchdowns, 3,000 yards. It will never happen again for 10 years.
It'll happen with the next quarterback that's behind Rodgers. Book it.
Who, Jordan Travis?
I'm guaranteeing it right now. Yep. He's gonna get his attributes, the way he studies the game. He's gonna pick all that up.
What team do you root for?
What do you mean what team I root for? We just established it.
The Fins.
No, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, we told you.
Everybody up here just said we were Dolphin fans. We just established that.
Everybody
that everybody on the panel is.
Yeah.
That's what we established, yes.
I hate you all more than anything.
Hey, we fucking hate you too.
I hate you too.
Hey, we fucking hate you too.
You know why?
I don't care about the
I went to Miami one time and I blew a car up.
Oh yeah, son. Oh yeah. That's what the fuck you did? I'm fucking New York over here. You get out of my fucking parking spot. Hey, I'm gonna tell Trump to bring back the motherfucking tax in your fucking downtown area, you fucking prick.
Yeah, I'm a prick. I know that.
Okay, anyway.
The Jets.
Well, let me tell you something.
Yeah, y'all only hope is your backup quarterback.
You know why Dolphin fans suck? Can I tell you?
Because we're a porpoise?
That means that we're no worse than the Jets.
You're shit. And you think that you're good.
Dude, you hate your own team. You hate your own fucking team. All you've done on here tonight is fucking complain about your team and talk shit about your team and talk shit about fucking everything. It's like everything you got a negative thing to say about.
You're cursing just earlier. What are you talking about?
Cursing's not good.
You're cursing just not too long ago. What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, dude,
right.
It's a free country.
Right.
It is a free country.
You mean cursing's not good?
All right, relax, bro. Relax.
Cursing is the American way.
All right. So can I ask you something? To be honest with me. Be honest with me. Do you honestly think Tua Tagovailoa will bring you ever to a Super Bowl?
No.
Answer me that.
No.
I think if he can stay healthy, he can.
Tua's not going to be on this team forever, so that's a moot point. I'll be a fan longer than Tua will be alive. How about that?
Just like do you think Zach Wilson would have brought you a Super Bowl?
Zach Wilson is far gone from our team.
We got to work with what we got.
I'm saying though, when you had Zach Wilson, did you think that he would have brought you a championship?
Honestly, myself, no. Because why I will say that to you is because he's like 5'9", 180 pounds, and you cannot win in the NFL unless you're 6'5".
Every fucking quarterback there.
6'5"? No, Tom Brady's only 6'2".
So fucking. But you know what's crazy is the Jets have had
Baker Mayfield. They passed on the guy in Buffalo, even though he loses games. They passed on Lamar Jackson. They passed on Patrick Mahomes. They passed
probably
on
only 6
Emmitt
foot.
The
Smith,
Jets
Jerry
passed on
Rice, and
Patrick
Dan
Mahomes.
Marino.
Patrick Mahomes is only 6'2" too.
Do you really want to argue with me about
He's a
Tua
midget.
that's 5'9"?
He's not 5'9", bro. He's 6 foot tall.
It's not
Yeah.
5'9".
He's
You must be talking about another Tua. You talking about Tua's
Dude,
Dude, I
sister?
think, hey, I
No,
think
no,
your
Tua
hat
is
is on
not
too
Tua.
tight. Dude, your
Tua
hat is
is
on too
6
tight
foot
is
tall.
what's going on.
Yes, 6 foot tall.
Okay, that's gonna really do you a lot in the NFL. I played high school against people that were 6 foot tall.
A lot of people play high school against people that are 6 foot tall.
That don't have nothing to do with anything.
How come
All right,
Tua's
anyway,
hands
listen.
were like this? Look.
How come only chumps talk shit?
Relax. Anyway, Tom. All right. Anyway, hey, listen, Tommy.
Don't kick me.
I'm gonna let you go. You have a
No,
good
don't
night.
kick me. I want to
You
keep
have a good
talking
night.
to you.
Have a good night, bro. All right. Peace out.
He's been in the cabinet, man. He's been in the cabinet.
Anyway,
That's what happens when you're in the cabinet. He's been in the cabinet, man. That's
What
all.
does that mean? What do you mean in a cabinet?
He's been in a liquor cabinet. That's the cabinet. Whenever you
right,
reference the cabinet, it's the liquor
Oh,
cabinet.
yeah.
That's what
Hey,
it is.
Shay, that's one of the reasons why I hate alcohol, dude, is you just saw it.
anyway, I had enough talking with him. All right, let's move it on.
Yeah, he's on another
Sorry,
space
Shake.
planet.
I mean, fuck you.
Yeah, dude, it wasn't worth talking trash to him because he's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a waste.
Sorry, y'all.
It's all good.
But I don't know.
No,
I've just not, I've become
all
so
good.
like the shit that I've been dealing with lately, like with like my job and just being pissed off at the people and shit. Like it's made me way less nice of a person, and so like I just don't have that much patience anymore for people. So, but so be it. It's not my fault. So,
That was funny.
yeah, it's like, yeah, but you know what's crazy? That's what I was trying to say is the Jets have had just as many quarterbacks as the Dolphins have had in the same amount of time since Dan Marino played for the Dolphins.
Yeah.
The Jets have had just as many quarterbacks as the Dolphins in that span of time. I bet you they're within one. I bet you they're within one.
Donation. He must have been smoking some good weed.
No, weed does never turn. Weed don't make you fucking slur your voice and fucking make you want to fight people. Weed don't ever make you sound like that unless you ate like 100 milligrams. But I don't know. Weed don't ever make you like that. Trust me. The Jets shouldn't be going after another rookie quarterback. Teams need to that shit needs to go away. They need to just start keeping the quarterbacks that they got, draft rookies, and bench them. Like, look at the trouble the quarterback is having in in Carolina. He's struggling his ass off, regardless if he's personally doing okay or not. It's just a struggle. Who is their head quarterback right now? The Jets.
But anyway, listen. Let's get back to what I was talking about. What do you think?
Oh yeah.
What do you think was the? Can you name a team that was good?
Last year's the Seahawks of 2013.
Yeah. Seahawks of 2013.
Or this year's Eagles. Seahawks then or this year's Eagles.
What's funny is the one.
Say that again.
I think it's funny that the one Patriot team they put on there didn't win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying. I was like, that's crazy because they didn't win.
Right.
No, if that was the case, the Broncos they lost to the year they lost to the Seahawks.
Right.
No, the Broncos the Broncos aren't on that list.
Hey, shout out to Naomi Sunrider. This Shake is my new favorite YouTuber. Thank you, thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Thank you. We all appreciate that. So are we gonna get the answer or what? What's going on here?
So what do you think?
It's either the Seahawks with Russell Wilson when they won, or it's the Eagles of this year.
By the way, I got this tier, the GOAT pyramid, right? If you look at this, you have tier 1 with Kobe, Michael Jordan. Tier 3, I think that's Hakeem Olajuwon, Duncan Robinson, Magic Johnson, Chris Chamberlain, and Shaquille O'Neal. Then tier 4, they got LeBron James in tier 3 with Larry Bird. Damn, look at that. Carl, the mailman is in tier 4 of the GOATs. What kind of shit is that? Crypto. And they got AI at tier 5.
Was this just a normal GOAT thing?
Yeah, GOAT, yeah.
I don't know. Basketball's which one was which line was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was on 3.
3? He's on 3. He's next to Larry Bird.
Yeah.
There's no way you could have him on tier 3, dude. There's no way.
You think he should be higher?
Yeah.
There's a different tier above all of that.
On tier 2? Dude, he won.
The first.
Dude.
Alpha tier. Karl Malone would be on the alpha tier.
First
He's
off,
on the top.
There's only one player that has more points than him, and it took a player like LeBron James to do it. Okay, a player who's basically was in the finals almost every season he's ever played.
LeBron James is cherry picking. He's a cherry picker.
I mean, I'm not gonna argue against that, but that basketball, I think basketball is the one sport that it's too hard to say who the true GOAT is, because look at Bill Russell. They never compare him to Michael Jordan. They never. If you say who's the GOAT, they're always going to say Jordan. For the most part, they're going to say Jordan. So
yeah, he's undisputed. So I can't say undisputed because now a lot of people say he's not the GOAT. So,
but it's just
he is a higher percentage.
But I think basketball is, for me, it's the hardest sport to name, to have one solo. I think you. I don't know if you can. I think you have to. Not
unless it's an individual sport like tennis or chess.
Right.
You know.
Well, I don't. I mean, it's just. It's. I don't know.
By the way, here's another one. He goes, look, the GOAT of clutch is Michael Jordan. The GOAT of offense is Kobe Bryant. The GOAT of shooting is
Steph Curry.
The GOAT of playmaking is Larry Bird.
That's disputable.
Magic Johnson. What are you talking about?
Larry Bird. It's easy to confuse Larry Bird with Magic Johnson.
Oh yeah, especially if I'm looking at it. Especially if I'm looking
one
at
is like 50 million shades of in the middles. And the GOAT of excuses.
The GOAT of fundamentals is Duncan Robinson, and the GOAT of excuses is LeBron James.
No, Magic Johnson. That's who's gonna play
Tim
Larry
Duncan,
Bird.
you mean?
No. Magic Johnson is who's gonna play Larry Bird in a movie.
Yeah. Damn.
Magic Johnson. Yeah. I used to. I confuse them all the time.
Well, they only played against each other since college, and I think maybe it's high school. I don't know if they played each other in high school.
Yeah.
But I know they.
Only way I knew who was because of the uniforms.
Oh.
Yeah, but that
Oh,
still
yeah.
doesn't give.
Ramen looks like a goat. Yeah, he does actually look like a goat. Ramen,
Yeah.
especially with the earrings when he puts the earrings on.
Oh gosh.
By the way, remember
Mm.
on yesterday's episode of we previewed the new Grand Theft Auto game.
What?
Son, did you see the new Grand Theft Auto game that's coming out? To kind of help every.
Who is that?
There
Bill
you go.
Cosby?
Yeah, Grand Theft
Yeah,
putting.
that's Cosby.
Oh,
Yeah. So there's another video game that's coming out. I'm excited
we
for
got
this.
Bill Cosby as Grand Theft Auto before we got Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, this is
Yep.
the new. It's a new video game. It's gonna be one of those summer bangers. For 2025.
Yeah,
Call
damn.
of Duty.
Jesus. That's insane.
I mean, why? So, have you ever seen? Look up Ross Creations. He did something like that. He bought these. He made these games. Like he made the disc and everything. Like it looked like a real disc and everything, and they were games. And he brought them into a EB Games or GameStop or whatever. And he tried to
Mhm.
sell them. Like he tried to like sell them to them. And they're like, these aren't real games. He's like, yeah, they are. I just played them. but they're stupid as like.
By the way, look at this kid with a cell phone. I think that's ridiculous.
Yeah, he needs to have one of those EMF necklaces.
Wow.
He needs he just needs the EMF
Goodness.
necklace and blue light glasses, and he'll be fine.
Hey, remember we were talking about Voltron yesterday?
I mean, he's got a Glock in his pamper and a cell phone in his hand.
Yeah.
Wow.
Remember we were talking about Voltron yesterday?
He's texting the plug.
Yeah.
This is another. This item reminds me of my childhood, and the reason I'm bringing it up because we talked about Voltron yesterday. Remember this when we were growing up? Garbage Pail Kids.
So it's like a crossover of Garbage
Right.
Pail Kids, Thundercat, and Voltron.
And Voltron and Garbage Pail Kids, right?
But
Yeah.
Thundercat.
Wow.
A Voltron. That's the name of it.
Yeah, but it's Thundercats too, right?
No, not Thundercats. It's
not
Voltron.
Thundercats.
Yeah, but it's the same
Voltron.
era.
Huh?
It's the same era as Thundercats and shit.
Yeah,
right?
Thundercats. Yeah, it's the same era. But no. Actually, Voltron was before
Thundercats.
before, just a little bit, but not too.
Yeah.
It was before.
It looks like a young. Put it back. Show it again. It looks like what's his name is young. It looks like fucking Family Guy. It looks like Peter Griffin.
Peter Griffin.
It looks like Peter Griffin before the chin, before he got the butt chin. It was Peter Griffin before the stardom, before the fame.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember there was two sets of. Yeah, he's right. Two Voltrons, the cats and then the cars. You remember
the cats in the cradle?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it was kind of like
cats, obviously.
It was kind of like for me, like we had there was Transformers, but then they had the Beast Wars when I was young, is what I watched. So it was like Transformers, but they even had a movie now too, but it's kind of like a spinoff with Voltron where it had the cats and whatever. I never saw those shows, but just before my time.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
Shane.
you
I had
done
to
for
be
the day?
Yo, so
You done for the day?
hold on, Crypto.
What you say?
Have you ever played Mortal Kombat Annihil? Is it Is it Armageddon? The one that was on PS2. It came out after Shaolin Monks, but it had the character Chameleon in it.
In there.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Chameleon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nightmare 74. Yeah, I'm 47. I'm gonna be 47 this year. So yeah,
Yeah, I'm 38. Special.
38 special. But no, but anyway, let's get back to a little football, man.
Yeah. So what's the answer?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's gonna be the 2013 Seahawks, or it's gonna be the Eagles of this year.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of teams, the other teams that they were pretty good that year. They're pretty. Hey, you know what? Another one. The 2000. I think the Denver Broncos when they won the 2 back-to-back Super Bowls. Those are pretty good teams.
Right.
Yeah,
With
they had
Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, they had
With
Shannon
Shannon
Sharp.
Sharp. Who's the running back? And McCaffrey. Terrell Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrell Davis. Yep. Classic.
Yeah, and John Elway.
And remember, before that, listen, I think Elway was like 0-4 or something like that in Super Bowls. 0-5 or something like that. He had a losing record in Super Bowls.
Before he won 2.
Yeah, back to back, and then he like, you know what? I'm retiring. He wanted to get on. He left on top.
Yeah. Yep. He won at the end of his career.
You know, he was the president for the Denver Broncos for a while.
For the last Super Bowl that they won, yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so he won it as a part owner or president or whatever, and won it as a player.
And you know it's crazy if Bo Nix wins the Super Bowl, Bo Nix will be the first quarterback that they drafted to win a Super Bowl. Because they didn't draft Elway and they didn't draft Peyton Manning.
Right. Yep. Yep. That's the first one. Yep. He will be the first one that they drafted. Yep. It's crazy. I think that's the only team, right? All their quarterbacks that won the Super Bowl was drafted by him, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think they were the only team.
Yeah, because we drafted Bob Greasy.
Right.
Which, by the way, it should be Bob Greasy Boulevard, not Dan Marino Boulevard. We should do that.
There's more streets to rename in Florida. You could just go make a right turn and just name that street Greasy.
Exactly.
You ain't got to necessarily replace one for the other. You could just go down a couple of miles, make a right turn, and say, okay, this one is up.
Dude. It's like, let's just take 4th Avenue and turn it into Brian Greasy Avenue.
Right. That's all they need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Even if it's a dead-end street, just name it, you know? Even if it don't lead to anywhere. Yeah, they can do that. Name it Richmond Webbway as well. Another part of it.
Mm-hmm.
I know they got a Shula Drive near the stadium, don't they?
I don't think so.
I'm just guessing. There's no Shula Drive?
Mm-mm.
Wow. No Shula Drive. I'm surprised. Shula Drive. But Shake, what do you think? Once the new league start, what's the over under? I want to give both of y'all opinion.
Mm-hmm.
What's the over under on the new league starting that we're gonna bring in a big splash player? Because the Dolphins always do that.
I think there's a big possibility that we bring in a big splash player because Chris, they want to.
Dolphins like making splashes.
Look, the Dolphins remind me of. Remember when Kobe Bryant and we're bringing up affairs like now, but when Kobe Bryant had those allegations, and then he got his wife a $2 million ring, right? Or when the guy gets caught cheating, he buys his wife, to make up
the makeup ring,
a brand new car. That's what the Dolphins are gonna do to us. They're gonna get us a brand new shiny car. So we can get
right. Well, so the Dolphins have cheated. They cheated on us and fornicated all this time behind our back. And then they say, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Who's McEllenberg? Who's that is? Who's that, Raphael?
So the Dolphins, the big splash they're gonna make.
No idea who that is.
The big splash they're gonna make is they're gonna sign Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams and bench Tua.
I don't think that's gonna happen either.
That will be the big over under. Yep. Bench Tua after signing a big time quarterback. Boy, you imagine the Twitter spaces. We would have Dolphin fans, old and new, chiming in, making videos.
Look, you know why this is not going to happen? Can I show you Exhibit A of why it's not going to happen?
What's that?
Here is Exhibit A right here.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's a distraction. Maybe that photo is a distraction.
Well, he played for the Broncos.
Aaron Rodgers is who took the photo.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris Greer probably took the photo.
Yeah. Maybe Kirk Cousins took that photo.
Well, hold on. Well, maybe something's gonna happen with Tyreek Hill because I mean, look, I don't know. He seemed to backtrack how he felt at the end of the season, but he was really pissed off that last game of the season. So
yeah, he was. That was the real Tyreek that came out, that lashed out. Not all this backtracking and political correctness crap.
What's the saying?
Doing afterwards.
What's the saying? Believe drunk people and angry. When you're drunk and angry, you tell the truth.
Yes, it's called the truth serum.
Yippers.
It's the truth. He had the truth serum immediately after the game.
By the way, I want to give some advice out there. If you're married and you have a dog, right?
Right.
Here's evidence. If you want to know who loves you more, the dog or your wife, what you do is you throw them in a trunk for an hour and open up the trunk and see who's happier to see you. That's who loves you more.
Goodness. That's a bit extreme, Jake. God damn. Listen,
TFTG, by the way, we here at TFTG do not recommend you put your wife in the trunk.
Friendly to the pets. We're friendly to the pets. Listen.
You see the dog.
Your spouse cheated on you. The dog died.
And
somebody took you. That sounds like a country music played in reverse.
But not even a dog could dig a hole that deep you just dug with your wife.
But that's all you have to do if you want all those things to happen.
I appreciate y'all for
Get a
rocking with us
Shania
tonight.
Twain song. Get a Shania Twain song and just play it. And then there you go. Those are the life events that happen. You
Show
know,
that number
Shania
10.
Twain she's my crush.
Show that number 10 on the list.
So here's another meme I wanna I like talking about real quick. I saw it, accidentally put it on. Here it is. Boom. Here are the famous comedies. The 60s, the 70s was Richard Pryor, 80s was Eddie Murphy, 90s was Martin Lawrence, 2000s and 2010. I would say what's crazy is I like whatchamacallit. I like Cat Williams over this guy. Who's this guy? Kevin Hart, but that's just me.
Kevin Hart?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Chris Tucker.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Chris Tucker was, and then of course Chris Tucker over Martin.
yeah, I will put Bernie Mac in there.
Yeah, Bernie Mac.
And that you can interchange them, but yeah.
Wasn't Martin Lawrence in Harlem Nights too, or no?
No, it was Arsenio Hall.
Okay, yeah. But the three on the top were in that movie.
Yeah, they were in it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were in there. Yep, the three on the top was. What's crazy because the three at the bottom could have definitely been a newer version of that movie.
Mm-hmm.
If they was to do a remake, you could have took those three at the bottom and did it. They would have played it perfect too. They would have been good fill-ins. Because two of the three at the top has passed away. You know, Eddie Murphy's the only one that survived that movie. You know, it's just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You think about all the cast members, you know? It's kind of like from the movie The Wiz, right? Dorothy is the only one alive.
How about this one? Cedric the Entertainer.
Yeah. Yep. Cedric, yep. He would have made a good one in the movie. And even if he'd have played in the original one, that would have been perfect too. Yeah. Yep. Cedric the Entertainer. Or I would like to have seen what's the other one? The other comedian that does imitations, that imitate people's voices. Godfrey, what's his name? You know what I'm talking about.
No.
Godfrey, the one that does mimics people's voices.
Gilbert Godfrey, right?
Yeah, the ones that he mimics a lot of people's voices.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
He does good.
Well, which one voice would you talk about?
He does everybody. He does a lot. He does them all. He's real good at mimicking a lot of people's voices. Yeah. 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 Yeah, he mimics Trump's voice pretty good too. He does a lot of good. He's a real good mimic.
What's his name?
Godfrey. Might be pronouncing his name. Yeah, he's a good comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He's real good when he mimics voices, people's voices. I like, man, it sounds just like him. Kind of remind me of the guy on Police Academy, Tyrone.
Mm-hmm. God damn.
I tell you what, I'm trying to think of that other
Let me ask you
Remember
this.
the
Let me ask you, let's do a quick game, right?
go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna bring up this comedian list, right? Again, you tell me the favorite movie they from each of those guys. I guess Red Fox. I'm gonna say Harlem Night because I don't think he did anything else, right?
Say that again.
What besides Harlem Nights? What other movies did Red Fox do?
Movies. Damn, I can't drawing a blank. Shake.
All right, we'll go back to
Actual
him.
movie. Yeah, because obviously his own classic show, Sanford and Son, was what his bread and butter.
Well, Richard Pryor. My favorite Richard Pryor movie was Toy. I like Toy.
Yeah, Toy was cool. I like Brewster's Millions.
Yeah, that was a good one too. Everybody knows Eddie Murphy. I'm gonna say Coming to America. Eddie Murphy.
You didn't like Animal?
Well, Eddie. Well, I mean, I'm talking about my favorite though. My favorite is definitely. I'm gonna have to say Coming to America.
Coming to America. Okay. What about the Clumps?
The Cubs is good, but again, I only have to pick one. It's gonna be Coming to America. Oh, trust me. Almost. I would say 60%.
My favorite one is my favorite one actually is Vampire in Brooklyn.
Yeah, that was another good movie. I liked it. I love the I loved all his damn it, what's that? Beverly Hills Cops. I just seen the new
Yeah,
one
it's
not
cop.
too long
Yeah,
ago. I just seen the latest one, Beverly Hills Cop.
I didn't see that one. 48 Hours.
No, it's 40 Hours was pretty good too, especially with him and Nick Nolte. But yeah, it's on Netflix. The latest Beverly Hills Cop. It's a Netflix original. So if you want to see it, it's on
And
Netflix.
is he in it? He's in there.
Yeah, he's in it.
It's the same character.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I thought they had somebody else playing him.
No.
Okay. So it's on Netflix. It's like a series.
No, it's a movie.
No, it's a movie. It's a Netflix original. So it can only see it on Netflix.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Then of course Martin Lawrence. My favorite movie from Lawrence. I'm gonna have to say what's the worst that can happen with Danny DeVito.
Okay.
I mean, he did a lot of good movies.
Actually, both of them played together in the movie Life. Yeah.
Yeah, Life. I was gonna say Life was another good one. I'm that.
Actually, they both there played it.
Yeah, Pappy. I'm the guy's Pappy. Remember the night?
Eddie and Martin was both in Life. Yeah.
The night.
No, it's all about Blue Streak, man.
Blue Streak was good too. Oh, actually, no, I changed my mind. My favorite movie from him was Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
Thin Line Between Love. In classic Martin fashion.
Oh shit! By the way, Golden Child. Jesus. Golden Child was another movie I loved from Eddie Murphy. The Golden Child.
Yeah, that was a good one. Now, in the Martin one, in classic Martin fashion, I would say because it was kind of like what he did with his show, Martin Lawrence, when he did Big Mama's House.
Mm-hmm.
What about?
So, yeah, that was in Martin fashion. Yeah, I like that one.
What was it? Was it Black Knight?
Yeah,
when he goes back in time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Black Knight. Yeah, that's right.
Bad Boys was
a good one.
Bad Boys, the first one.
Yep, him and Will Smith. Yeah.
That's the best one.
I seen that Bad Boys too. Yeah, Black Knight was hella funny. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, Black Knight was hilarious.
Yep.
Because it was like it was just relatable because like if I don't know, it's just like him going back in time. He's got like a football jersey on or something.
Yeah.
And he's like making jokes and shit about like it's like I don't know, it's just.
Of course, my favorite Dave Chappelle movie. I'm gonna have to say Half Baked.
Half
Half
baked.
Baked was not. Yeah, Half Baked was hilarious. He goes, "Where are you from?" I'm from Jamaica. What part of Jamaica? Right near the beach, boy.
Sure.
And I can't think of anything with Kevin Hart, to be honest with you.
Kevin Hart.
Oh man, so
Kevin
he
Hart
played a good one. No, he played in a lot of good movies where he played cameo or not the main, like Soul Plane. I like this role in Soul Plane.
Kevin
Okay,
Hart.
yeah.
But he got a lot of good.
He also played in a Scary Movie, the last and Scary. He was also in a Scary Movie too.
Those I forgot about those movies. Those movies are pretty funny. The first one is funny. The second one is super funny.
Right.
I mean, it was like genuinely funny. Like it was
Jumanji. There we go. I'm playing the
Jumanji was real good. Yeah.
It's all right.
He did play Jumanji.
Who?
You know what's funny is,
Jumanji.
hey, listen, I don't know if you guys know this, but if you look at
who played in Jumanji?
With The Rock, right? The
Kevin Hart.
That movie,
The new one.
I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about the original.
No, Jumanji. It was Kevin Hart
No,
and The Rock.
The new one,
right.
him and The Rock.
I don't watch those ones.
If you look at that movie,
I like Kevin Hart.
The premise of the new Jumanji was The Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club.
Yeah, have you ever seen the movie The Breakfast Club?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the show Breakfast Club. That threw me off. I'm like, what?
Yeah, The Rock.
I thought you were talking about Charlemagne the God. Like, what?
No, Charlemagne the Rock.
I thought you were talking about Charlemagne the God Breakfast Club. I'm like, what?
His name is Charlemagne the Rock.
No, there was a movie called The Breakfast Club.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
Yes. Okay, but what is your reference?
All right. So you guys remember The Breakfast Club, the movie, right?
I've never seen it,
No.
but I've never actually. I've never seen the whole
familiar,
movie.
But I may have watched the movie and not realized what I was watching.
Anthony Michael Hall.
It has
Emilio Estevez.
Yeah, Emilio Estevez.
Molly Ringwald and some other people. I forgot.
Molly Ringwald.
Anyway, they spent the movie was 5 people spending Saturday school, going to Saturday school, and that's pretty much what the Jumanji movie was. They were in the Saturday school. Jumanji were in Saturday school, and everybody had they had the preppy girl, the weirdo, the jock, the rocker, the outlaw, whatever, and it's pretty much, But yeah, that movie was good.
Because Kevin Hart movies suck. That's why.
Lost Boys. And Jumanji was pretty good. I like Jumanji.
Yeah, I like Jumanji too.
I seen that with my wife in the movie theater when it came out.
Yeah. When he played cameo, when he plays a secondary role, he does real good. Even if he's not a main role, quasi, he's all right. He's a good supporting cast.
Yeah, Saturday School Detention. Yeah, it was Saturday School. They were in Saturday School. It wasn't. Detention was like during the week, but they were in Saturday School. You could say.
That's how I ended up. That's how my last week of high school went. I didn't have a place really to live, and so I was just sleeping at.
That's torture, man. Imagine going to Saturday school. Holy crap!
That's torture. I had to go to Saturday school.
That sucks. That's worse than summer school.
No, it isn't.
It's worse than summer school, Saturday school.
It's only one day.
I know, but still, it kills my whole weekend.
Your whole summer.
Not the whole summer. It's only 4 weeks. It's not the whole
Well,
summer.
there was a guy. There was a one of the students was like a punk rocker, right?
Right.
And he kept mouthing off to the principal and ended up with 5 Saturday schools. Because I got you for a whole month.
Mm.
Yeah, I
Like,
got a
damn.
Saturday school.
Never had to do Saturday school. But I did
Me
summer
neither.
school 1 year.
I did summer
I,
school. Yeah, I did
I
summer
did.
school also.
I did summer school 1 year. Yeah, it was boring as hell. We got free lunches though, because it's half a day. You go in at 9, you leave at 12:30. So that's
Actually,
what summer
you
school
know
is.
what's worse than that? Indoor suspension. You ever been indoor suspension?
No.
No, it's called in-school suspension.
Yeah.
It's that's what I was.
Yeah, I
So
never had to.
I had that
I
too.
never
My
got that.
last my last
Yeah, it's
week of
called
high school.
CSI. That's what it's called, CSI.
Yeah,
No,
I
mine was
never been
called
suspended, so
ISS.
I can't say I did that.
I did. I was ISS for my last week of high school.
ISS. What the hell is
Yeah.
that?
Suspension.
In school
Oh,
in school suspension.
oh, okay. ISS. Okay.
Because I still had to take all my tests in order to pass. I couldn't, like, I was dependent on passing my test to pass like my grade to get grades,
Hmm.
and like I couldn't fail them and still pass the class. And so, even though I was under suspension, I was like, look, if I'm suspended, I can't take my test, so that means I'll fail high school. So like, okay, well, we'll just have you come here, take your test, and then you sit in the office when you're not testing.
By the way, I'll never forget when I was in high school, right? I said, is it true if I walk out, I'll get 10-day suspension? He goes, yes. I said, see you in 10 days.
Damn. Now I know
That's hard.
if you're
Only
absent 10 days, you automatically fail. There was no makeup. You had to go to summer school.
Mm-hmm.
If you was tardy or absent.
Yeah, I went to summer school, right? Yep.
I went to
Yeah.
summer school because like
Only fun about
school was
summer
hard
school, we
for
had recess.
Damn, hey, Craig Sebring, hey man, oh yeah, but eventually those bullies
good.
get to you,
I
man.
hope he got it, dude. I hope he got what was coming to him. Fuck it.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
fuck summer school. Those are my drinking days.
Yeah.
That damn.
Yeah. Damn, drinking days? Shit.
Summer school was crazy though because it was like going to school, but it was like half the population of kids there or
Yeah, right.
less.
That's what I'm saying. And it
It
was
was
half
like
the time.
yeah,
You didn't go the
It
full
was.
it
day.
was just weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't that long.
Yeah, it
Because
was just half
mine,
the
I
time.
only had to go to summer. I should have took 2 classes. They should have just gave me. I should have took 2 classes so I would have been ahead when I started 10th grade. But you know what I
Yeah, you
mean? Like
could
if
did that, yeah.
you know what I mean? It's like give him another class too to fucking make it worth his while. But
Yeah.
you know what's crazy is I ended up failing summer school also because I got hurt and I missed a day. You can only miss one day or be late twice, and I was late more than once and I missed a full day. So then I had to take the class again in 10th grade. I took Algebra 1
Hmm.
2.5
Right.
times before I, but by this two and a
Before
half
you got full
times,
credit.
yeah, dude, it's because I
Right.
just didn't have any help. Like I didn't have anyone to help me do homework and stuff. And so it's like I
Right.
couldn't figure it out by myself. So there was nothing I could do. I tried my hardest. Like school was dude. Oh my God, school was so fucking hard for me, man. It sucks how hard it was.
Yeah.
That's
Like
what,
I passed because I
pause.
fucking did everything I could to pass.
That's how hard it was. Pause.
Hmm.
God damn.
It took me 7
Yeah.
years to get a bachelor's degree. The only reason I didn't get a master's degree was because I was like, I can't do no more school. It's too much, man. Once I got
Yeah,
to a bachelor's, I was like,
you're
I'm
tapped
done.
out.
Like I'm out.
Yeah, at that
Like,
point, so
I can't
you
do
gotta
it.
have a purpose to go beyond that 4 years.
And I mean, now I'm starting to get
That
itchy
she
for
focused on a specific area, skill thing.
Well, yeah, so yes, I can do that, but it's just I don't know, man. I don't miss having to send in reports and take tests. I mean,
Yeah,
I've gotten since I've graduated college, I've gotten a bunch of certifications, so I've gotten the equivalent to
right. That's more advantage to you, yeah, because it's specified.
so I
It's
don't really,
specific on a specific area.
but like if I did go get a master's degree, I could get like a fucking
Mhm.
crazy badass job.
Mhm. Right.
So I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't know, man. It's
A
just school
master's in
so hard.
environmental scientist.
Oh yeah. I would do something in science. I would just become an
Right.
environmental
Okay.
scientist. I would just get a master's in that, or maybe go into something that has to do with like more something more. Because like my degree is considered in applied science, so like I could get a
Mhm.
job where
Right.
I'm like doing actual like measurements and stuff. I do measuring now, but it's with equipment. It's not like acidity levels. It's
Mhm.
filtration rates and air. But
Because you're
you
like
know,
a
Right.
med schooler,
I could
right?
get a master's in like maybe like networking or something that has to do with something digital or technical, to where I could be like a CEO somewhere.
Right. So you're on the administrative side, like business administration.
Because I mean, shit, like nowadays, just getting like if you get really, really good at Microsoft Office, like Excel and Word and shit like that,
Mhm.
you can do a lot with that stuff.
Mhm.
Making man, some of the stuff I like the checklist that I work on, um, uh, for like I use a whole bunch of different checklists that are Excel files, or some are calculators, some are certification programs, but like man, all the math that goes into all those freaking Excel files, sheesh,
Right.
that stuff is crazy.
Yeah.
It's like basically a city of like information that you
Now,
can
when
like
you did it, you finished at another school or finished at the same school
for what?
for your bachelor's.
Yeah, I went to the same school. Yep, I went there. I got my associates there and my bachelor's. It was a
Oh,
lot
okay. So
cheaper that
you did at the
way.
same school. Hmm.
Yeah, I went to St.
Do an
Petersburg
associate
College.
program first. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Well, so what I did was when I first went to college, I didn't know what I really wanted to do, so I just, because you have to take some of the same classes to begin with, anyways, to get through all that bullshit. So like
Hmm.
I was just so like by the time I was really getting close to an AA,
Hmm.
I talked to some of the counselors there, and I told them what my interest was, and they said, "Well, you have this degree right here
Damn.
that you can work on, and if hold on, I want to leave that up for a second because I want to see who's if I said she said if you just take these two classes coming up next, then you'd be perfect to jump into this program, and so the program was already there, so I just stayed at that college. But like you can get like an AS, like an Associates of Science, and that'll save you a little bit of time with the bachelor's degree, because because like classes that would be like an elective or something you wouldn't take. You would
Hmm.
just take more math or science. And that's what I did anyways. Like when I went to college, I wanted to go that path anyways, because you have to have that stuff to go really far into college. So into a
Hmm.
degree. And so
Right.
it set me up really well for the degree that I did seek, because I was already doing stuff like that. But then my certifications are all just from different organizations and stuff that are in the housing sector, construction industry.
Hmm.
There's no baseball. I thought she was saying something else.
Right.
But yeah, man, like, but I'm like loving this. I subscribed to this program called Great Courses Plus, and like they got everything on here. They have absolutely everything in the courses are just like going to college. It's very, very similar to going and sitting in a lecture and listening to a teacher, because it's actually people standing in a room giving a lecture. So every lecture is somebody standing there presenting. So it's like going to college. And it's like all
Right.
this, oh my God, dude, it's just a plethora of information. I've just been learning so much. And like I started what got me started in, because I'm learning on there. I'm taking fucking astrophysics, chemistry, biology, government, and then I took this course on. I'm almost completely done with the course. Um, uh, I took this course on Confucius, Buddha, Jesus, and Muhammad, and and then I started looking at other, because I'm not really super religious, but I'm willing to learn, about like the people that existed, and just before, like, I take a step into the metaphysical side of it. But then there's these other courses on like archaeology and like the Bible, how it relates to archaeology, and like there's one on Jesus himself. It's crazy. It's and then there's one on there about quantum physics. This stuff's crazy, man. And biochemistry. It helps me like go to sleep, because like it's super, it's just, because I want to learn this stuff anyways, but reading is really, really hard for me. It's just I'm probably a little dyslexic. I've never been tested for it, but my mom was, and reading is very challenging for me. But I can sit here and listen to somebody all day, because that's what I liked about college, is that, like, sitting there listening versus when I had to read a lot of textbooks and shit. I hated that. That's why I liked math and science, because it was something that you had to physically do. You had to work through the problem. It wasn't just reading.
Right.
So,
For sure.
but yeah, it helps me go to sleep and stuff, or get tired. It's crazy, man. Because what's the reason I even know about this program is because my grandpa bought me a couple courses, and so I want to start studying to be president. And so the reason why I subscribed to the program,
United States?
yeah, the reason why I subscribed to the program in the first place was because I wanted to take courses on government. They have courses on there for government, federalism, something biases. There's this other one. There's cognitive biases.
That
And
courses
so,
on it.
in like,
All this is automated online.
it's called Great Courses Plus, dude. It's fucking sick, man.
Okay.
I'm telling you, it's the dopest shit ever. And like, they have all these courses, and like, I don't have to have a degree in politics to be good at it. As long as I know it, that's all that matters. I mean, obviously you don't have to be a politician to become president, but I still need to know how the government works.
Yeah.
So, and
you
like,
can get felon too,
courses.
apparently.
I'd rather take courses this way than have to take tests. This way I can just rewind the course, play it again, rewind the course, play it again. Like, politics don't change. I don't need to take a test. Like, I just need to know. So, it's not like math where I'm like trying to build a bridge or build a rocket. I just need to know how shit works. And then, like, so when I was like watching a government program, I just saw the other programs on there, and now I have like 30 programs I'm like watching.
And you take them at your own pace.
Yeah, man, it's freaking cool.
Mm.
It's because I have it on my phone too. So like you could have them like when I was flying on an airplane.
Yeah.
I was listening to some of them, or like you listen to them if you're at the gym or taking a walk, or
Hmm.
because some of this stuff is really really interesting. Like they got courses on there about like archaeology, engineering, bridges,
Hmm.
uh, mathematics. They got so much stuff on there.
Hmm. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
I would definitely, I
it's
would
definitely
definitely look
it's
around in those courses and
it's it's by
trying
far
to do it.
like besides the certification stuff I've done, this is by far like those are actually certifications that I got. Like you can't get a degree from watching these courses, but if I've done anything outside of college that felt like college, it's this. I've never had anything feel like college more than this.
Hmm.
This is why I like it so much because this is what I did like about college was like being in lectures and listening and stuff.
Right.
Um,
Because you're gonna be required to take notes the same fashion.
yeah, and if I did take, but what's cool about it is like let's say that you want to try to go to college, you can get credit by taking tests. Like you can go take a college test like algebra or algebra 2 or
Hmm.
pre-calculus or trigonometry, and you'll get credit. You can get college credit.
Right.
And then they have Khan Academy. When I was a math tutor, I used to use that all the time to tutor kids. They have they have a whole bunch of math on there, and it's free to use, and like you can even give your kids grades and stuff like that. You can assign
Hmm.
them work. Like if I homeschooled my kids, that's what I would use.
Hmm.
Because it's like everything built in. Yeah, I used to use it a lot.
Right.
Yeah, and the Great Courses Plus, it's like
Great
$18.99 a
courses
month.
plus.
I'm
Oh,
telling
and
you,
you can do it.
if
Yeah,
you
you
like
do it.
if you
You
like
just pay a
learning,
month
then
and you can go through there.
yeah, if you like learning, man, then you'll love it. You will love it.
As a matter of
It's
fact, I'm
Yeah, I've
getting
seen
my
a while back. I've seen some program like that. It's not called Great Courses Plus.
this
I've
summer. This
seen
summer.
something that's similar to that.
This summer, I'm getting my spirit certification.
your spirit.
Spirit certification. Yeah, liquor.
Spirits. Oh, okay.
You mean
Spirits as
so
in
where
spirits.
you can make like
Alcohol.
you can make alcohol like legally?
No. It's just so just product knowledge of how whiskey's made, how rum is made, how gin is made,
Hmm.
and all that shit.
So you're getting
Cool.
what are you getting in reference to that?
It's a certification.
What are you gonna do with it?
Nothing. Obviously get a better job with my company, but
Hmm.
Well, cool. There you go. That's what you're gonna do with it.
That's pretty
mhm,
good.
Is get a better job.
mhm,
Well, move up the chain. Yeah.
yeah,
That's it.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So when because me and my wife want to move, so eventually, it's gonna help me work at bars and restaurants and things like that.
Where do you want to move to?
She wants to move to North Carolina, but I'm trying to stay in Florida if I can.
Where in
Well,
North Carolina?
huh? She wants to move to the
Where in North?
mountains, right in the mountains, like the west side.
Yeah.
Hmm. Asheville region. The blue. I think that's the Blue Hill
Oh
Mountains
yeah, the blue. Yeah,
range. Yeah.
Hmm.
I was just there a year
Not a
ago.
bad position.
Close to like Appalachian State or maybe west of there. No,
Hmm.
not App.
Yeah.
Yeah, Appalachian State. Pretty
Hmm.
sure.
Part of North Carolina.
Well, it's safer over there from hurricanes.
Yeah, you further inland where you got to deal with at least that hurricane wiping you out every
I
season.
wouldn't want to live on the coast of North Carolina. No way.
Yeah, I'll take a pass on that. Coastal living. I would do it unless I lived in one of those geodesic
I'd rather live on the
homes.
east coast of Florida than the east coast of North Carolina.
Would you?
I live in one of them type of structures, them geodesic domes.
Yeah.
Where it's hard to fucking take out.
Well, yeah. If that's the case, then fine.
Something like that. I'll live in it, or just build a pyramid. The one them structures stand the test of time.
Well, we need aliens to help us build those.
Well, the
pyramid is my favorite structure. Yeah, those are my favorite structures, man. If I could somehow convert my house into a pyramid, I'll do it. It's already on the square, so I got the square already. So the base of it is already there. I just got to rip the roof off and just draw the freaking angles out the sides of each corner down at 45 degrees, and then just make the apex at the top for another 2 stories, and I got my pyramid. You know, I already got the base of it already, so I'm good. It's gonna cost another $150,000 to rip my roof off and repurpose it. You know, level it out, flatten it out, and then build the remainder of the pyramid. There you go. I just found my project.
This is what you should do. You should put a pole in the center of your house. Put a pole on the top of your roof. Right?
Where would you put the solar panels?
Along the sides.
Yeah, you're gonna have to redistribute.
Be on the sides.
This is what you should do. You should make it out of solar panels. You should look. So put
exactly. The remaining part that comes together and with the single point at the top, it'll be those panels. It'll be all directional facing. That's the whole thing about that. That's the problem. I would have to build an array out on the ground to supplement the real estate that I'm losing when I do it that way. If I build a pyramid, because the pyramids, I don't own enough land to make a massive one, to use the same amount of real estate. So I would have to rip it out, and I got enough front yard, enough backyard to create the array.
I was gonna say,
give me okay.
Put like
I could build I could build easy a freaking 60 kilowatt system, with the space I got. But then I go up. I can go up into the sky as high as maybe 4 stories and be okay. Maybe I can do that. So I got some big ass trees in my neighbor's yard. He's got a 70-footer in his yard, and then my other neighbor's got a 50-footer in his yard. So he's massive. I'll have to cut that thing down or top it. Well, my next door neighbor gave me permission to cut all his trees down, but then the other neighbor, I didn't get permission yet.
Yo, Shake, you gonna show that list?
Which list?
Show the number 10 on that football list.
Number 10?
Yeah, it showed it had question marks on it. I want to see if I was right.
No, there's no other list. Just a question mark.
Oh.
Mother Nature's gonna clean them, Raphael, and I got a ladder.
No,
get up there and climb up.
I was trying to get people's opinion of what they thought your team was. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, Shake. You went dead. You went out of my
answer for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just thought that I was just curious to see who would have been number 10.
Yeah. I'm just glad the Dolphins were number 1, baby.
Number 10. Say that again, Shake.
So I'm glad the Dolphins were number 1.
What's wrong with my headset? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
By
the way, did you know who the best two shoe salesmen in Chicago were? Tom?
The two best shoe salesmen in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Al Bundy.
And who else?
And Michael Jordan. Whoa! What's up, baby? What's up?
No, V21 is starting nonsense already. It's late at night.
I mean, I think
We're
this
not
is the
getting
one.
DVP
But hold
in the
on, I
draft.
think this
Damn
is the
right,
one time.
V21.
I think this is the one time when Jordan isn't
Let's
the GOAT.
cap.
Listen, he
It's
retired,
too late for
so
the
we
nonsense.
redrafted him. You know what I mean?
It's too late for the nonsense.
Listen. He retired, so we
it's too late for the nonsense.
Oh, Bundy. he's like, you're gonna.
I think I'm gonna. It's 2:15 at night, and I think I'm gonna go mow my lawn.
Well, you probably got an electric lawnmower anyway, so it won't be that loud.
Hey, listen, man.
Right.
When you wake up tomorrow,
you got a fucking
have
battery
some
operated
Heroes,
lawnmower, dude. What do you? Oh, you probably just got plug-in. Fucking bring the
Right.
plug-in lawnmower out, this motherfucker.
Right. Exactly.
Ain't nobody gonna notice, dude.
Right. My lawnmower is electric, solar
They'll
powered.
probably give you a flashlight and be like, good luck. Let us know if you need anything.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You don't hear them coming or going or mowing or fucking.
Actually, solar powered lawnmowers won't be that bad because you're gonna cut grass in the daytime anyway.
And it's gonna be, if you're not around a lot of trees in the open field, yeah, that'd be pretty good. You know, cutting a lot of grass. There you go.
Maybe a solar charged battery that can plug in, but I don't.
Well, yeah, that's what they do. Yeah, that's the supplement. Yeah, that's what it'll be. It'll be a battery that's solar charged, and you just pop the battery pack in there, and you're good to go. Oh yeah, for sure. Yep. It'd be a nice size.
Well,
It'll
they
probably be like
have one now because they got those. They got
52
those.
volt battery. Yeah, it'll be a 52
they got those
battery.
lawnmowers now that are remote controlled.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
And the guy just drives it around his freaking yard.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the people just sitting in there like they drones.
Yeah,
like
it's like a fucking RC car.
Yeah,
it's like shit. You could.
insane.
You could charge a little kid to come over and play with them.
Yeah, exactly. Just tell them here.
Give me $20,
here's the
kid,
joystick.
and you can play with this.
Yeah, here's the joystick, and tell them to have at it, have fun.
Oh man,
like a little RC car, man. It's awesome.
I would go crazy as a kid doing that and like trying to make and cut it all perfect.
That. That'd be a nice little toy.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Hey, listen, that's the stuff that Raphael was trying to warn you about. You say you're gonna tell a kid to give him $20 to play with this?
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. What?
That's a whole nother topic.
Yeah. He wants to play with it.
Right.
I like to call it a joystick, kid.
Right.
You can give him $20 here. Play with this.
I get all charged once I'm outside in the sun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like a solar panel, kid.
Right.
Come and play with it.
Yep.
The next thing you know, one of those Instagram pages where they slap the shit out of pedophiles shows up at my house.
Oh yeah.
Right.
He's like, you trying to hang out with a little kid?
Oh man.
Can't sing without my guitar strings.
That should be tripping me out. There, how they try to run. You go, hey, what are you here for? Well, I'm here for shopping.
He's like, "Oh, I'm here." There was this one where this guy walked in, dude. He looked like Garth Brooks in 1992. The way he had like cowboy hat on and his big black like trench coat and cowboy boots, and the way he walked into this house. and thinking he was gonna hook up with some 14-year-old girl. He looks like fucking Clint Black when he walked into
I know.
and someone on Instagram was like, "What size pants are those?" I said, "Size 43 and rapist." There was this one guy that was on there. You could tell he just dyed his hair and shit. You could tell he just dyed his hair and like he was all freshly clean shaved.
Right.
And he was like, "Oh yeah, I like to date 60-year-old women." And then you see him run away and he gets arrested.
What about the one who was trying to back out in the parking lot almost?
And he hit the tree.
Ran over the medium, trying to get away from the.
Yeah. Was it the one where he was looking for his pooping pills?
Yeah.
He was like, "I'm just trying to get my pooping pills."
Damn.
and he runs away.
The pooping pills.
No, because he was sitting there scratching his face. So I mean, he probably does have I imagine he probably does have constipation, but so he was just there to get his pooping pills.
Right.
But meanwhile, he was trying to meet like a.
That's just crazy, dude. That's what it's like.
Oh man.
It's like what it's like it was only it's just only a matter of time before people really started doing shit like that, because it's just not enough people are getting legally in trouble by doing that shit. And regardless of how they're doing it, it's just like, if you're willing to meet, like if you're a grown-ass man willing to meet up with a child like that, what the fuck? That's just crazy, dude. Like, I would think it's a setup. I would never do. I don't know how to fuck. I mean, I don't know. I guess I try to make logic into too many things.
Right. Hopefully it's a deterrent for people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Exactly. Because it's like, it's just so many people get away with shit like that, and it's like, I don't know, man. Like, shit needs to be done about it. Children need to be protected. Fuck the bullshit.
Right.
Because, I mean, they were doing it with Chris Hansen, but they weren't beating the guys up. Now they're just beating the shit out of them. They're just beating the guys.
Right.
I remember
the one guy who like pops confetti and stuff and makes the guy take his shirt off and like shaves himself.
Actually, there's actually in there was one guy that was like, hold on 1 second, hold on. Okay, go ahead.
What, like he thought he was still on the phone with the chick?
No, the guy was slapping him, and he said, hold on, let me take a break for 1 second. And then as soon as he got his self-composure, he said, all right, you can start smacking me again. I'm like, damn.
Right.
It's crazy, man.
But actually, the videos I like is when those guys that try to prank people go wrong and they get their asses kicked.
There's this one guy that like goes into places and he'll like push somebody's shopping cart out of the way, and like he'll push it really hard and it'll like knock stuff over.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, and you do it, but yeah, I remember. And he pushed the wrong guy's cart, and the guy picked him up and threw his ass on the ground.
And then he'll like pretend like he was about to get into a fight with the guy. Like he'll start going like, oh. Like, oh my
Right.
gosh, man.
Or what about the one where there's one where like he's like, hey, you want to fight? And he'll get down to and he'll take off all his clothes and he'll be in speedos. And the guy just like, hell no, I ain't fighting this guy. Like he will, hey, you want to fight? You want to fight? And the guy like tries to fight him, and then all of a sudden he takes off his shirt and then takes off his pants, and the guy's like, oh hell no, I'm getting the hell up out of here.
Yeah, I mean, at that point,
from him.
yeah, it's like, well, shit. It's not even about beef anymore. Like, what else is this guy capable of doing? Is he gonna try to take my clothes off too?
No, that's wild. Damn.
No. The wildest is the videos of the car takeovers and how many people get hit by cars. I mean, these people are walking away with like their bones sticking out of their arms and legs and their ankles fucking breaking completely in half, like getting completely ran over by cars and shit.
Right.
Like some of these videos, I mean, these people's limbs are literally dangling as they're running away. And like there's this one video where like the car was doing donuts and it ran over people, and then instead of like stopping and backing up, he just drove more and drove completely over people to where the car was off the ground and completely on people. And when they got the car off of him, the people that were laying there were all baked from the fucking underneath the car. I was like, how do you not know to stay the fuck away from a car? I don't know, man. When I lived in Portland, I went to one of those.
Oh, you used to live in Portland? Portland, Oregon?
Yeah, I lived in Portland, Oregon for 9 months. And
was you in school or something?
No, I was just in a transition from
moving out of Seattle.
No, I left Florida.
You went to Oregon first before you moved
I went to Oregon first.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Was that a big culture shock?
No, it was. I was after I moved to Seattle. It happened right after I moved to Seattle. But I went to one of those takeovers, and it wasn't like a takeover in like a street or like in an intersection. It was in an industrial park. So there was no people.
You still talking about Portland though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like there was no people running out in the middle. Like people were doing donuts and stuff, or drifting, but there wasn't people running out in the middle and standing out in the middle. And the cops came and everything. We all had to bail, but like nobody was running out and like getting hit by cars and shit. Like the stuff I see now, I'm just like, what?
By the way, how popular is Dunkin' Donuts in Seattle?
There aren't any.
Oh shit.
No,
damn, I thought you were being rhetorical.
Starbucks took out the. Dude. They took out the what you call it.
Yeah,
Starbucks took out the whole coffee house thing.
No, I guess they were never there because I know
they were never here. They're not here.
Dunkin' Donuts was in California. I think a couple of years ago.
There's like maybe one in California.
Oh, as far as Dunkin'?
Hey, Raphael,
I guess I never really paid attention.
Hey, Raphael Courtright, is there any Dunkin' Donuts in Arizona? Let me know.
Why are you asking that? What is that question?
I guess I
so
never.
important to you? Or is
I guess I never paid attention.
They got Dunkin' Donuts out there. I want to know.
I guess I really never paid attention. When I was out there, I wasn't out there long enough to notice the
Oh,
differences in
I haven't seen one.
one
Hey,
another.
No.
They
there
had
actually
one,
was on Duncan, man.
Look,
you know,
Shake. I'm
American
glad you
Duncan.
mentioned that because if when I send like when we actually talk about all the places you might go, I hope you let me go with you to Cascades National Park if you go because that fucking place is fucking amazing.
Mm.
Dude, it's
Yeah.
so dude. And there's this highway out there in North Cascades National Park. It's called North Cascades Highway. Oh my gosh, dude, it's fucking amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
Mm.
And there's this, and that's where the big dam is, that big, huge dam, Ross Dam, where it's like the 007 movie.
Mm-hmm.
007.
Yeah, the GoldenEye movie, where is at the beginning, is at that big dam. It's just like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But they have a lot of good like local donut places here. Dude, you're in the lane of coffee. You're in the lane of coffee. You don't need to worry about Dunkin' Donuts. There's
No, shit.
Well, you can get a donut at Starbucks, ain't you?
yeah, no, I'll tell you some
But it's
good
gonna
donut
cost you
places.
$400.
I'll take you to some good donut places that have good coffee too.
Krispy
Yeah,
Kreme.
my wife is big.
You got Krispy Kreme there,
Yeah, the
right?
Krispy Kremes are gross.
Yeah, that's because it's a slimy donut.
They're fucking gross as fuck.
It's full of jizz.
Yep. Right. It's got too much jizz.
Yeah.
Yep. That's it, Shake. That's what it is.
I'm a little light. I need to be a little light on the jizz. Okay.
Yep. Gotta be a little light on it.
As a matter of fact, when I go to Dunkin' Donuts, I get an old fashioned now. Old
They
fashioned.
got a Dunkin' Donuts. What about in
Right.
Arizona? They got a Dunkin' Donuts up there.
Mm-hmm.
They might.
You know that's. But you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I kind of do miss Dunkin' Donuts out here. I can't say I don't miss it. 'Cause them fucking chocolate donut, the cake like chocolate donuts, like the chocolate glaze and the chocolate cake donuts get fucking done, man. They got a Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah. Listen, I got my priorities.
Hey, Arizona, you got Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay, so I guess we're not going to the West Coast now.
Dude, there's plenty of you already called me and asked me. You have to come out here now. I didn't spend 30 minutes telling you about all the coolest places you ever heard of.
No, trust me. If it's up to the wife, so yeah, she
I
wants
understand.
to go.
I understand.
She wants to go. Trust me. She wants to go through. Her main objective is to go through those 3 national parks.
Yeah, well, there's 3. Yeah, those are the 3 big ones here.
And of course, mine is to see go to the Kurt Cobain place.
Yeah.
So I mean, is it a house or something like that, or
Yeah.
where is it
So
buried?
his house is on Mercer Island, and you can go see. So it's the property where he died. So where he was, where he died was in this little garage in the backyard. That's been demolished. It's not there anymore. But you can see into the backyard.
Mm.
And there's like an open field right next to the property, and there's like a bench there, so a lot of people sign that. But that's pretty much all it is there.
Yeah, you know who this guy is? Crypto. You don't be on the internet like that. Shout out to EM.
Who was that? M Dolphin fan? Who was
Mm-hmm.
M Dolphin fan? Who was
Yeah,
this
man.
M
Hey,
guy?
listen, when I go to Kurt Cobain house,
M?
would I be not politically correct if I say I'm going to be riding shotgun?
Is that
No,
M
no,
Shake Money? M
no,
on
no.
M
Listen to
Street?
this.
Is
I
that M
went there.
Street?
Yeah, I went there, and my friend was like, "Was it a mind-blowing experience?"
Damn.
I was like, "Dude, that's
Yeah, I don't know
messed
who that
up,
guy is.
man. That's messed up, dude."
Yeah.
I remember, Exhibit, right? Exhibit. I used to be a big fan of Exhibits when he first came out, and
Didn't he do that Pimp My Ride show?
Yeah,
That was him, wasn't it?
yeah.
I was
Yeah.
a big fan of him.
I
He
used to
told
love
me
that
some.
show.
He goes, I learned my shotgun to Kurt Cobain, and that motherfucker never brought it back.
Dude, that's fucked up, dude.
Mm. Yeah.
That's fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
So, I
love to Pimp My Ride.
yeah, if you have a chance, man, I really want to get your thoughts on Greg Popovich, man. You think Greg Popovich is going to be retiring, and the state of the
Oh
Spurs?
yeah, he's definitely retiring. I think he's up out of there. Yeah. My opinion. Yep. He's done.
a mild stroke can still have significant impact on you, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like you
And
know.
he's still working crypto?
What'd you say?
He's still working?
No, I've been home. No.
Okay.
No, I'm at else. Mm-mm.
Oh, because I thought I heard some scraps. I'm like, damn, he's working already?
No, I'm back. Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah, I am back at the crib.
There you go.
Trying to find my popcorn. I don't want to do the loose kernels.
The used kernels? Is that like Tua's popcorn?
Yeah, I want the regular one in the bag I had somewhere here. But yeah, I could do the loose kernel corn.
The ooze kernels, right? Corn?
Yeah, the overwritten Bacher. You know, you pop it just right. That's the kind you forced to babysit, you know. You can't just put it in there and set the timer. You know, the best tasting popcorn is the popcorn you have to babysit. You know what that's like, Kate.
Come on up.
Yeah. What you say?
I dropped the link for EM.
I need to put that.
So you could, in Wimbayama, that's like, there he is. My brother EM, what's going on, man? Welcome.
Who's that?
Shake.
Who's that? That's a new person in the community.
Yeah. I'm new. I'm new to the community. Hey, man, this is my first time up here on a YouTube on a platform. Period. And it's good to be here, gentlemen.
Yeah, welcome, man. Yeah, it's a safe space, man.
Hey, by the way, were you in Houston? Were you in Houston, EM?
What's that?
Were you in Houston for the Houston game?
No.
Oh man, so you didn't see Crypto eating the Crypto?
Oh shit!
That's no good.
Damn! Why are you doing you like that, Crypto? Yeah.
Oh, you did him like that.
Damn, that's crazy. Damn, what's
Fucking
good?
dude.
What's good, fellas?
So, hey, I want your thoughts on the Spurs. Like, it looks like they're on a tailspin right now, man. First, Wembanyama, now Popovich.
A well orchestrated
Oh, yeah,
tailspin. I
that's
think.
what what's his name said too.
Well,
That's
I
design.
think. Well, I think the Wembanyama situation kind of came out of left field. But I think the Dolphins, in the grand scheme of things, they didn't really want to compete at the highest level, at their highest level this year. I think the target, the plan has always been for next year, for them to, for 2026 to be the year that they go all in. And, because again, they're in a situation where they have 2 lottery picks and they want to be in a position where they're maximizing that situation. And then now that Atlanta is not as bad as they anticipated them to be. So I think San Antonio is in a position where now that this Wembanyama thing happened, now that this Popovich situation, he's not coming back this year. And previously they reported that Popovich, the plan was to come back this year. So I think with the Wembanyama situation, I think with the Atlanta Hawks winning more games than what San Antonio initially thought, they're trying to maximize that lottery situation, and it's about 4 players that, from what I'm hearing, that the Spurs highly covet, and they want to be in a position where they get at least one of them in the draft. So,
you think Popovich is coming back next year?
Yeah, I do. I think for one more year. Yeah, I think
Next year's his retirement year.
Yeah. I think that's his final campaign. I think he gets, he rests up this year, and because again, next year, with another hopefully another successful draft, and then free agency coming up, that's the year you want Popovich coaching this team, right? Because they're going all in. So I think he'll come back one more year. I think next year will be his final campaign, and we'll see where things end up. Damn, what's been going on, man? Bro, y'all got way too big for me now, bro. I don't ever hear from y'all privately anymore. You know what I mean? I mean, y'all, damn, bro, y'all just don't fuck with Ian. Don't pardon my language, but y'all just don't fuck with Ian Dolphin fan anymore, bro. What
man, you don't want to fuck with us. What are you talking about?
What the fuck, man?
We thought you done got large, man.
Hey, crypto
you signing these deals.
Yeah. Hey, man. Hey, bro, I just been, this is my extremely busy season. But I needed a break from the internet anyway, bro. You know how wild the internet can get, and a lot of times I let a lot of this stuff, fuck with my psyche. What's that?
Was you able to go back to Arkansas with your
No, not yet. I'm gonna wait until my wife and them are out on spring break, and so we're gonna go down there for a week, and then when we come, we're gonna leave from there. We're supposed to be going to take her for a birthday, take her to a resort on her birthday for a week.
Oh, okay.
So we'll be got a little mini vacation coming up here in
Y'all gonna leave the state?
Yeah. Well, no.
Okay.
It's in Austin.
Oh, okay.
Real nice resort in Austin. So we have been planning on going there for like 2 years now, but we just hadn't really, you know what I'm saying? We hadn't really, we hadn't been able to make it out that way. So I told her that, we both decided, we need to get away.
Mm-hmm.
Can y'all hear me all right, man? Is my audio fine?
We hear you. Yes, sir. Your audio's good.
Towards the end, but yeah, for the most part, it was good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying this, I got a new phone, man, and I hadn't had an opportunity to get on the internet with it yet.
Okay.
You too.
Is it chopping up now?
Everybody get a new phone. I got me a new phone too.
Oh, did you? Which one did you get, Crypto?
I got the flip.
The Samsung.
You're big in the Call of Duty, right, Ian?
Yeah, the Samsung.
What's that? Shape?
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Are you seeing the new version that's coming out?
What they got a new Call of Duty coming out already?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
New Call of Duty.
But yeah, I got that. I looked at that flip. So how you liking that flip, Crypto?
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, I got the.
I'm just getting everything like set up and finalized. When you transfer all your stuff.
Yeah.
From your old phone, it takes a long time just to reset it up again. So yeah, I'm trying to get everything logged back in and all that stuff. So yeah, it's nice. It's
Yeah,
nice.
I got the 25 Ultra. I normally get the
Okay,
Ultra.
you did the Ultra. Yeah,
Yeah,
I got the
I love.
24 Ultra. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's what
You got the flip phone,
I just wanted to
Samsung
try
flip
it.
phone, crypto.
Yeah, the Flip 6. Yeah, the latest
Okay.
one. Yeah, it's
yeah,
they made that one a flagship. So I just said, okay, let me see what the new features is on the Flip 6. But yeah.
yeah. I had I've always gotten the Ultras because I upgraded from the 22 to the
Mm-hmm. Yep.
25, and I mean that because see,
Yeah.
I would normally upgrade my phones every year, but I was like, bro, it's not much of a difference from year to
Not
year.
much
But
of a difference. Yeah, you
when
had
you
to
go
skip a
from
year.
3 years in between a
Yeah.
3 year window, oh yeah. As soon as I
Yeah.
picked the phone up in my hand, I was like, oh shit, oh yeah, I'm getting this. So,
Yeah. Yeah,
so
the Ultras are nice. That 25 has got the AI built in.
oh
It's got a
yeah,
lot of stuff on there too.
oh yeah,
The
dude, it's a
Gemini
beast.
AI, if you get
Yeah,
that one, yeah, it's
it's
on
a
the
beast.
6 too. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
cute.
beast, bro. I was like, I've had it for like probably about a week and a half now. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
still tinkering with it and trying to figure it out.
Right.
Figure everything out. And so yeah, bro.
Right.
I'm yeah. It's the best phone I ever had. So I got a killer deal on it too. So I was like, oh yeah, hell yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade. So
Right. You
mhm.
got to do you got the that with the home package. You use your Verizon or you use AT&T?
AT&T.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Most of them are getting the deals. We got the
Hmm.
home internet with the regular wireless plan.
Yeah. Yeah, I got all everything set up, with the house through AT&T. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Everything,
Oh, okay.
all our phones and internet and all that type of stuff. So,
Right.
yeah, they do give you good discounts, bro. Like they
Hell
gave
yeah.
me for the internet and shit. They gave me like 30% off the bill. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So they made me an offer I couldn't refuse. So I said, yeah,
I
it's that
know.
time anyway.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. You
Mhm.
be regretting it.
Yeah, for sure. Shake, what's good, bro?
Not much, man.
Man, you been acting real funny lately, dog. Like I got to be honest, man.
How
When I come,
Shit.
I come across you in the spaces, bro. You don't see. I'm like, Shake, what's good? What's good, you? You know what I'm saying? Well, what the fuck? Do we need to have a private conversation or what?
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay. I'm sure you don't.
Yeah. You mean
You gotta
man.
elaborate.
What you mean how I invite you to do the show and like I'm gonna be there and never show up?
I don't know nothing about that. I don't know what you're talking about, Shake. I have no idea, man. But we hadn't had a
No,
chance to
Shake.
have any.
No,
We
he
hadn't
said
had
he
a
was gonna
chance.
be on there when Pete was gonna be on there. He was gonna do a co-space
Yeah.
together.
Pete? Who is Pete? Who was that? Who is Pete?
Pete,
Some guy.
Alex Jones
I don't think I know
of
Pete. I don't think I know Pete. But
Yeah.
real talk. Let me ask you, how would you feel if the Miami Dolphins, real talk, signed Aaron Rodgers as a backup? Hypothetically, how would you feel about
I
that?
mean, I wouldn't be opposed to that. That clearly would be an upgrade to what we had last year. I mean, that's definitely upgrading the room. I wouldn't be opposed to that because I'm about winning. I don't give a fuck who's behind center. If you're starting, if your QB number one can't stay healthy, right?
Mhm.
I mean, you have to have a legitimate contingency in place, and I would deem Aaron Rodgers a definitely legitimate contingency in the event Tua goes down. He might even be. I mean, who knows? I mean, I think Tua is a better player at this stage, but I think Aaron Rodgers is not washed by any means. Like in terms of he has no value. Like I don't think Aaron Rodgers has fallen off a cliff like a lot of people are making out to be. So with that being said, yeah, absolutely, I would be on board with that in a heartbeat for
Well, let me
sure.
ask you this question then. All right, so let's say, God forbid, Tua goes down week 3, right? And he's gone for like 6 weeks again, right? 5 or 6 weeks, and Aaron Rodgers is lighting up, what do you do?
Oh, I'm staying with Aaron Rodgers, bro. That is no, you know, that is
Aaron
no.
going back to his old form and really putting up decent numbers.
I'm sticking. You riding that gravy train, bro. You're riding the hot hand.
Ride it out at that point.
You know, if the offense is, you know, on par with what Tua was at or better, and you're winning games, no, bro, you stick with the hot hand. That's the
you don't want
sport.
to mess the chemistry up. Yeah,
and if Tua want to get in his feelings, then so be it. I don't know what else to tell you. You should learn to stay healthy, bro. You know, that it's not our fault that you can't stay healthy. And you know, hell yeah, I'm sticking. I'm riding that all day. Riding that all day.
Yeah.
Don't blame you, man.
At that point, yeah.
So, but yeah,
it would be like a Nick Foles situation almost. What happened when Nick Foles stepped in? He got hot and they just stayed with him, even though Carson Wentz was probably ready to come back.
Actually, the reason he is because Carson Wentz was injured for the season, so he.
His was season ending. I thought he came.
Yeah. He was done for the year. He tore. I think he tore his ACL. I believe.
Yeah.
He never recovered from that. Never was the same after that either, bro.
No.
Right.
Never was the same.
Right.
But I'm trying to. I'm about winning. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care who you're winning with. Right. Mm-hmm. I need the results. I'm looking for the results. I don't care what it looks like.
Right.
It is what it is.
Makes sense.
Joseph said, "What about Cousins?"
Now I think Kirk Cousins. I think the way Kirk Cousins looked last year, he looked like he fell off a cliff. I mean, you look at his arm, you look at the lack of velocity, and he never was a big arm guy anyway, right? I can go out there and get more velocity on the football than Kirk Cousins the way he looked last year.
So he looked to me. Injuries really caught up to him.
Oh yeah, clearly. So, yeah, I think Kirk Cousins is. If he hadn't fallen off a cliff, he's like, you know, he's right there. He just hadn't taken that leap yet. He's right there, bro. So, yeah, I'm not interested in Kirk Cousins on any level. As a backup, as a starter, none of that.
You know who I wanted? I want is believe it or not is Mac Jones. And hear me out, is because the reason I like Mac Jones is because if Tua does go down, I don't think that they need to change the offense too much for Mac Jones because he could do everything that Tua does well.
You know what? I'm definitely the minority as far as in the Dolphin community, but you know, I've always, I didn't love Mac Jones, but I didn't think Mac Jones was as bad as a lot of our fan base try to make him out to be. Now I know he's looked, I kind of look at his situation very similar. His last 3 years, very similar to what Tua's first 3 were, right? Lack of support. You look at the situation, like they copy and pasted. They had 2 offensive coordinators as well. They had actually 2 guys in a position, but they had actually one. They tried to convert a defensive coordinator to an offensive guy, right?
And with Matt Patricia. And a special teams guy.
Absolutely. So, I mean, they basically.
At least Tua had, listen, I did my research, okay? And both of them had offensive coordinator position. Matt Patricia, I'm not Matt Patricia. Gotti was the offensive coordinator for Houston one year, and who's that? Studesville was the interim coach for Denver Broncos. So they both have had at least experience in calling plays, versus Matt Patricia and Joe Judge never had that.
Right. I think Mac Jones, in terms of his development, it was stunted greatly by what happened in New England his last 2 to 3 years. It was clearly malpractice involved. You look at it again. I know this is unpopular opinion in our fan base, but his rookie year, bro, he showed a lot of promise, a lot, and to go from there and to just how they handled him and. They just showed like they were completely clueless on how to properly develop him. And I think that is that has contributed greatly to the lack of success he's had the last 2 to 3 years. And but I again, I was definitely in a minority, but I think Mac Jones is not a train wreck like a lot of people make him out to be.
Yeah.
I think if he gets in the right system, the right situation, gets the right coaching with the right support, I think he can be a higher end backup, maybe even a borderline starter.
What about Kenny Pickett? This guy wants to know.
Pickett, you know what? I thought Pickett to me, man, I thought, for a minute when he was in Pittsburgh, I thought, considering, I think his last 4 to 5 games that his last year in Pittsburgh, I thought he showed some flashes there. I think he flashed against us when they played us in Miami that year. So I thought Pickett might have been, because he was showing some good things, but man, he is just like, bro, he just never took that next stage in terms of development, and Pittsburgh quickly moved off of him. So apparently they saw it was like, no, we're not seeing enough from him, and that's a first round pick, by the way. And no, I'm staying away from Kenny Pickett, bro. I think he's more than likely just that whole draft class, and with the exception of Brock Purdy, because that's the same year Skylar Thompson, Pete's guy. We drafted him, Purdy, same draft. Brock Purdy came out. Yeah, same draft. So it looks like Purdy's the only one that turned out to be something in that whole draft. Every quarterback that got drafted that year has been a bust. Terrible. So it happens. You know what I mean? It happens. But no, Kenny Pickett, I have no interest in Kenny Pickett at all. Why Kenny Pickett though? What's the deal with? Why is Kenny Pickett being brought up?
Justin Fields?
No, because they think because he showed some signs when he was playing. That's probably why. I don't know.
What about Javon Holland? What do you think? You know what's funny is I seen Javon Holland on Twitter, right? He did an interview, and what he said, he noticed that the Dolphins took him out of the stuff from all his. So he noticed that Dan Marino was taken out of all
social media.
Yeah, he was taken out of all the Dolphins social media. He's like,
he's done, bro. Like the Dolphins are not. They're moving on, man. And personally, considering, he's regressed the last 2 years. Nah, bro. Like for the money he's going to be asking, there's no way in the world I'm interested in making that investment. No, it's time to move on. Clearly, time to move on.
You don't think Chris Greer think different from the way everybody else do?
What as far as
Holland?
No, I think I think it's two things. I think that they would bring him back, but at a reduced. It's not. They're not interested in bringing him back at the price point that he's at. I think if that number was significantly lowered, they would be interest there. But I don't think Javon Holland is in a position to do that. He thinks, again, living off his first 2 years, he thinks he's that player. He's still young. You know what I mean? He's still got a lot of years ahead of him. So he's trying to cash out. He's trying to maximize the situation, which I don't have a problem with. It's just that I'm not going to allow you to maximize your situation in Miami. I'm just not doing that. And on top of that, considering the depth level.
Appreciate you for coming through.
All right, later.
And you considering, the level of depth at the safety position in this year's draft, I think moving on from Holland aligned perfectly. So now you've got an opportunity. You've got 10 picks in this year's draft. You can target a guy early or mid or late. And you also have a guy in Patrick Morris who they're high on. We haven't seen it yet, but they clearly are high on him. They like him a lot. So, I think with Holland moving on, the timing is perfect, is aligning perfectly with the Dolphins because they can easily go at 13. They can go at 48, third round, fourth. They got 2 fifths. So considering the level of depth at the safety position, it's a prime time to move on from Javon Holland.
And you know what they say, a picture,
especially if you don't bite on the contract.
Now that you're here, I want to get your thoughts on this. You know how they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not this right here, but it's this one right here. Notice that Chris, look, you have Mike McDaniels, Garfinkel, you have Tua Tagovailoa and Stephen Ross. Where's Chris Greer?
I know, Shake. I have been quiet publicly, but privately, I've been monitoring that situation. And you get Chris Greer not speaking to the national media at the combine, allegedly supposed to be speaking with the local media. But I've seen people tweet out that cover the Dolphins. They said all the years that they've been following a team, they've never seen Chris Greer move like that. So we'll see what that brings next week. But then you see those photos.
Combine?
Yeah, for the combine. And Greer is normally...
And owners meetings. Don't forget the owners meeting is coming up soon.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know, Shake. I mean, that is very strange from Chris, because normally on those type of events, that cancer challenge, those several other Dolphins events, Chris Greer is like his face is. I mean, he's right there with the Dolphins, front office, all of them, the head coach. So again, I think might be a little premature to try to make anything of that now until we get a little more intel on the situation. But that definitely was eyebrow raising for me. So we'll see. Maybe y'all have finally gotten you all's wish, Shake, and a lot of people in the community, they are, they're down on Chris Greer and they want him gone. They want him up out of here. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. Maybe Ross has quietly made that move and kind of made that transfer, like moved him to another position in the team, and they just haven't announced it yet. Again,
I was disappointed in Chris Greer, but I've never fired Chris Greer because nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? They say those who never made a mistake never made anything.
Yeah. And again, me, I don't. It's been a disappointing for especially this past year. We didn't get the success that we all wanted, but in terms of the lion's share of the blame, I didn't think Chris Greer deserved that. I think that was more on the head coach, and the quarterback can't stay healthy. But there's a lot of people that feel different. I think Chris Greer is the primary reason why we haven't had success, and I don't see how you can sit here and blame him. Now, again, has he been perfect? No, but I don't think you can sit here and just put all the blame on his shoulders. I don't see how you can do that, because he's not coaching the team. He's not building the culture. He's not doing that's the head coach's responsibility. His job is to be accommodating to the head coach in terms of acquiring talent. I think, again, not only EM Dolphin fans' opinion, but you listen to a lot of people in a lot of circles around the league, on TV, on social media, etc. They all feel that the Dolphins have from a talent perspective, this roster should be highly competitive based off the talent base that's here. And if that is accurate, well, the GM has done his job for the most part.
Yeah.
So how can you blame the GM when talent-wise, it's recognized this is one of the more talented rosters in the league? How can you put that? Again, for the lack of team success, how can you put that on the GM? I don't see that.
Yeah.
Well, they probably think in the collection of
them. By the way,
them.
when did the Eagles GM get the job? We'll find out.
Howie Roseman, I'm not sure. I am not sure.
It was right before 2017. That's when I think they said that. That's when he came in.
Man, talk about doing a hell of a job with the roster. Boy, that roster is fucking loaded.
Pardon my language. Retooling.
He's 49 years
Twice
old
in
right
1
now.
year.
Damn, he's 49 years old.
He is? Damn.
Yeah.
I always thought he was older, but damn.
David done an outstanding job, bro.
To do what he did in the last 10 years.
Right.
With the build up, tear down slightly, then build up real quick. Yeah.
So what's been going on in these Dolphin streets, bro? What are y'all hearing? Y'all hearing anything? I've been off the internet for the most part, for a minute now. So, I'm still plugged into those back channels privately, but I just hadn't heard anybody drop any news publicly.
Real quick, let me. What's up, AB? Check this out. In 2000, he was a front office intern. 2001, 2002, salary cap staff consultant. 2003, Eagles director of football administration. 2006, vice president of football administration. 2008, vice president of player personnel. 2010, general manager. 2015, executive vice president of football operations. And as of 2019, executive president and vice president, general manager. So, man, this dude started off from 2000 as front office intern to the damn president of damn. God damn, that's pretty impressive.
Intern.
Yeah.
So it only took him 24 years to become, to get 2 Super Bowls from being an intern.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Yeah. That's
crazy. That's crazy track record.
Yeah, hell of a success story. But yeah, he's arguably the best GM in football right now. To go from where he was to where he is now, and considered, the best at his position. That is, man, that's tremendous. So, but yeah, what's
his
been going
scouting
on?
talent is crazy.
Yeah, but what's been going on, fellas? Y'all been hearing anything? And you know what I mean?
Been hearing contracts on the rise. EM.
What's that?
Ian Meikenberg's about to get a $50 million deal.
Oh yeah.
And
oh yeah.
They don't want to make the mistake they made with Hunt. They got to keep these precious linemen in house. Can't let a guy like Eichenberg go. So he's about to land a big deal, EM.
Really?
We learned that mistake from Hunt.
That's what the word is, crypto.
That's the word.
Oh, okay.
We can't let nothing like that out of the building, no.
Well, I do think
a heavy price for it.
Well, I do think the Dolphins are going to be making some O-line, definitely interior O-lineman acquisitions in free agency. But I can guarantee you, Liam Eichenberg will not be on that list. I can promise you that. I don't know where that came from. So
I don't know. A little birdie on tapped me on the shoulder. But hey, something's coming down the pike.
Now they're going to be aggressive. Now we're going to see some. I have a hunch that we'll have a brand new. I think the O-line is going to look, vastly different come mandatory mini camps, OTAs, ultimate training camp.
So before June 1st or post June 1st?
No, before. I think the Dolphins. I don't think the Dolphins are going to be in a position to no. They're going to have to be aggressive early on. I think maybe not the big name, but I do think they're going to acquire and bring in definite upgrades from what we've seen on those 2 interior O-line positions, in my opinion. Definitely one. I think they're going to be aggressive, definitely addressing one, either left or right guard position for sure. And again, I even think the draft is a real possibility as well to address that O-line.
I'm saying the second round.
And what about corner? Because the secondary thing about this, the only cornerback, the only person in the backfield that we have is Jalen Ramsey.
Well, I think with the release of Kendall Fuller, that's and again, this is just my opinion. I think corner is at play at 13. I think corner is at play. I know that might not be the sexy pick. That might not be the pick that everybody wants to hear.
So
But
DB at corner, or DB
with
safety or corner. What about safety?
well, I think safety's on the board as well because Chris Greer, he's proved. And if you go by, Chris Greer, if he is the GM still, I'm pretty sure he is. But when picking in the first round, you look at positions that he tends to prioritize. Corner is definitely one of them. Safety is one of them. Tackle and pass rush. And I don't think there's a wide receiver that they covet enough to be considered at 13. Over those other positions, I don't think so. But yeah, I think when they release Kendall Fuller,
I wouldn't be opposed at corner.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
I think Ramsey needs to be replaced eventually.
Oh, for sure. And then on top of that, if you get value, if you have a guy that slides to you at 13 that was projected to go maybe in the top 10, because you're at 13, you're right outside the top 10. And the Dolphins, even if a corner or a player in general that they highly covet starts to slide, down in the top 10 and they get within striking distance, I could see the Dolphins even possibly getting aggressive and going up and get a guy too. Whether that be corner, whether that be, I don't think necessarily O-line, but I think corner, maybe a pass rusher. You know what I mean?
What about Ramsey making that move to safety?
I don't think that happens this year. Because consider your lack of depth at the position. Even if you go corner at 13, that's just going to create another hole for you. I think maybe next year is the year that maybe that might be more of a. I think you can start seeing Ramsey, playing both positions. Maybe this year. Maybe this is the year that Anthony Weaver starts to really try to transition him to safety. And again, I could be wrong, bro. I could be completely off base. We could be looking at, once we come to training camp, and we could, it wouldn't shock me at all to see the positional change being made at that time. But, I just think due to the lack of depth at corner, unproven depth at corner, if you move him now, I mean, again, you're just creating another hole for yourself. You just created a massive one, a big one, with the release of Kendall Fuller, right? So if you go corner at 13, I don't think they're going to want to spend heavily at that position in free agency. So, I mean, how else are you going to address the position? It's obviously the draft, right? So if you go corner at 13, you move Ramsey to safety. I mean, that's another hole you're creating for yourself. Mm-hmm. You're right back at square one. And then on top of that, the guy at 13, yeah, you obviously liked him enough to select him at 13, but he's an unproven commodity. He hasn't proven anything yet.
That's
a massive roll of the dice
he's
for the Dolphins.
Like Sauce Gardner.
But here's the thing, too. I mean,
you have to know he's starting like Sauce Gardner. He's ready to roll at that number. Remember, Sauce was number 4 pick overall, right?
Right.
And that's because he was going to play on day 1. I think anybody picked in the top 15 picks, most likely it should be a day 1 starter.
Yeah, well, really, first rounders in general, really, you can, depending on the position, you can make a case your first 2 rounds should be starters, right?
Should be starters, yeah.
But again, you should be. But again, that don't necessarily guarantee that they will, because we see it's been more like, if you look at, there's been more misses at any position really throughout the history of the draft than there have been hits. Mm-hmm. So it's a roll of the dice at no matter where you're selecting. I'm just saying, why, if you're the Dolphins in a year where we all know they have to win now, why would you want to create that massive of a hole for yourself?
Well, no, because Jalen will still be there alternating on the other side.
But if you're,
while you phase him in.
But if you make the positional change, right? If you make the conversion totally, move him to safety, right?
You think it's a learning curve for him that's going to create a hole?
What's that?
You say you think it's a learning curve for Ramsey if he changed
No,
positions?
for the corner. Well, yeah, and that's a good point as well. Like we don't know what Ramsey's going to look like as a full time safety. We haven't seen that. We hadn't seen that yet.
Right.
We've
That's what
seen
I'm
him
saying.
play
That's
there.
want to make me queasy.
Yeah, yeah. And then
Yeah.
on top of that, you're moving him, which is creating a hole at corner. Are you putting all your eggs in a basket with a rookie guy that you pick at 13 and then Storm Duck or
Well,
Ethan Bonner or Cater Cole? Are you putting all your
Cater
chips?
maybe.
Are you
Not.
putting all your chips in the middle of the table with that possibility? No, I'm not. If it was me, no, I'd rather this year leave Ramsey where he is. He's still a highly top 5 to 8 guy at his position. Leave him there. If you're going corner at 13, you acquire him, and then I would rather address the safety position in the draft as well. So that's that's the move that I would make in a year that you have to win. You know what I mean? If this is a different circumstances, maybe you might be willing to take, risk a little more in that scenario. But no, not this year.
I don't know. I guess I'm more of a risk taker because I'm ready to move up all players real quick.
What's that?
It's like I said, I'm more of a risk taker, because I'm trying to move up off players soon enough while they still got younger talent in the room.
No, not in a year, not in a year where you have to win or everybody's gone. No, I'm not taking that risk. Not this
No,
year.
you still could do that in the same year. It might work out.
But it more than likely it won't if you're going off the data, what the data tells you. You're gonna move off of proven guys for unproven guys in a year that that's just already got too
No,
much going
because the
on with your team.
proven guys haven't showed you nothing yet.
Well,
At
those
least to the
proven guys on
level.
that side of the football gave you a top 8 unit. They was what, 7th against the run. They were what, 9th against the pass. What,
But
8th
yeah,
overall?
we all know how those games was going though.
What you
You
mean?
know, as far as how they accumulated that data, they was like, it was on paper they were, but you don't know if they're gonna be gel together that long. I don't know.
So you would create an even bigger risk by proving that you don't even know if those players can play on the NFL level. So you're gonna create even a bigger risk by bringing them in.
No, it's not a bigger risk. You got enough veterans there already to hold the end. I mean,
Who at corner? Who other than Ramsey?
Cater Cole there, he's a
Man,
veteran.
bro, come on. Cater needs to be stop. Cater
He's a
needs to
veteran.
stay exact. Now, to me, if you're gonna make a conversion to safety, that's the move that I'm making.
No.
If I'm Anthony Weaver,
Mm-mm.
I called that 2 years ago. I think Cater Cole, who has a
He's a
safety skill
tackling
set,
machine, Ian.
he has a safety skill set. He already plays
Mm.
primarily in the slot, right? And if you look at
Bring
safeties,
back Elijah Campbell.
if you're gonna make a conversion, it'll be Cater Cole this year.
Yeah.
If it was me,
And it's
that's
funny.
what I would do.
One thing I agree with Color is he is the best open field tackle. He's a good open field tackler, man.
He
Yeah,
processes
he's a
like
tackling machine.
he processes like a second level player, right? You can play him at the line of scrimmage. He's already done all of those things that safeties do. He's just not.
He's not. But the thing I like about I don't trust Cater Cole. I'm not too thrilled on his covering skills.
Well, if you move him to
He's an
safety,
almost guy. That's the problem.
if you move him to safety, you don't have to worry about that because he's a average to slightly marginally above average slot guy, right? So he's matched up with receivers. If you convert him to safety, well, primarily he's going to be matched up with tight ends now. And I'm sorry, if you can cover the worst slot guy, if you can't cover the worst slot guy in the NFL, more than likely you can cover probably 80% of the tight ends in his league. Look at Eric Rowe. You remember that? We all remember that conversion. Eric Rowe struggled as a corner, right? And once Brian Flores made that conversion and kicked him inside, all of a sudden he was in terms of covering tight ends for about a 2-year window. Eric Rowe was like top 3 in the league.
Yeah,
so I think you get that same level of production from Kohu.
No, I think that's because of Bobby McCain was so good and covering up his mistakes.
What do you mean?
When that's what made that conversion happen because of
No,
McCain's play
McCain
on the
went on the
field.
team at that time.
He was.
Crypto. No, he was gone.
You sure? I
I'm
remember.
positive. Because Bobby McCain was a slot guy before Eric Rowe was. Remember?
Okay.
He was a slot
Maybe
guy
I'm thinking
before Eric
about the
Rowe was.
other safety. I mean, the other guy that he was covering up and making, covering up mistakes for, because his coverage, his
So when they
secondary
drafted,
coverage.
so they drafted Minka.
They were both here. They were both here because Eric Rowe was a strong safety and Bobby McCain was a free safety.
Was Bobby?
He was
No,
a
I
nickel.
think I want
Yeah,
to
I
say
thought
McCain was
I remember
gone,
them
bro.
playing together.
Really?
Kind of left
for at least one season.
Patrick, Bobby McCain left in 20.
Yeah, no, he got cut, I think.
Yeah, in 20 though.
Yeah.
They didn't make that convert. What's that?
No, yeah, Tua was already on the team. He played
in 2020.
Yeah.
In 2020. That was his rookie year in 2020. That's when they made the conversion. Was in 2020, right?
No, I think it was in 2019.
2019.
Yeah, that's when Eric Rowe had that pick six against Tom Brady in the last game.
Eric Rowe was phenomenal when they made. He was phenomenal, and again, you didn't even have to move Minka. If we're going off what was reported, why Minka was so unhappy with Brian Flores and his role in the defense, he wanted to play free safety as opposed to strong. Well, Brian Flores should have had the foresight to see you had Eric Rowe on the roster. You should have just made the Eric Rowe conversion from the jump and left Minka where he was. Now imagine a safety tandem. Now that we know just how good Eric Rowe was in his role, think about having him and Minka. How good him and Minka would have been as a tandem.
Yeah, so that's depressing.
Yeah, so it is what it is, man. But
yeah, making a conversion, I mean it can work out, but
I'm telling you, I think Kohu is the solution. I think Kohu is one of them solutions. I like Kohu's skill set as possibly him I've been saying that for 2-3 years now, and I think Kohu will flourish in that role if you make him a strong safety.
It's possible because he's definitely a good tackler. So yeah, that
and he's got the range. He's a good enough athlete. He's got the sideline to sideline speed. Right, he's got the range. I think.
Yeah, I like him converting more than Ramsey though.
This year, I think Ramsey will be a phenomenal safety too. Like I think Ramsey can be like if you convert Ramsey once he makes that conversion, Ramsey could be like a top 5 safety in the league. I don't see that. Maybe not that level of production from Kohu. I think he can be good, right? But I think Ramsey can be elite at safety.
Yeah, Kohu will definitely be a strong safety though. I see him in good run support. More than anything, I could see him like that, a run support guy. I think he'd be a good guy like that. It'd be interesting, man, because Weaver, how he coaches, that could be something he might want to try out. I don't know how much he did it in Baltimore. Well, Roman was it? Who was the main guy over there? It wasn't Roman. It was who was the other guy that they had over there? Was it Greg Roman?
What's that, Crypto?
Who was it they had in Baltimore before Weaver? It wasn't Roman, was it? Or was it
the
guy in Seattle?
The guy who coached Mike McDonald.
The Seattle head coach. Yeah, McDonald. That's who they had before. Okay.
And it was it was McDonald, and before him it was Wink Martindale, I think.
Like 3 years in a row. Yeah, they changed like 2 years in a row. Yeah. Man, they switched coordinators.
Damn, they calling y'all out, bro. Put that comment up. Damn.
Who is this?
What does he mean? I don't know. Cole's a terrible tackler. Bro, I don't know what tape I don't know what games you watching.
Right. What? What tape is he watching?
Kohu is
no.
Bro, I don't know who he's watching, but no.
Yeah, he's watching something else. Yeah.
I know he missed a couple tackles this year, like frustrating, like in particular in
Yeah,
Houston.
well, he talking about that one game. Yeah, he had a
Yeah,
bad
he's
game.
had bad games, but no, Kohu is as physical
Overall,
a corner we have, bro.
he's getting the most tackles. Yeah, like the one he got broke tackle. He ended up making the tackle like 40 yards down the field.
Mm-hmm. And how many plays we've seen him over the years, him blow up in the backfield, right? No,
Yeah.
Kohu. I don't
The
know who
Dallas
he.
wasn't he the one that caused the fumble in the Dallas game a couple of years ago,
Mm-hmm.
making that play, stopping him on the goal line.
And don't try to throw a screen his way. Don't dare do that.
Yeah.
Attempt to do that. How many screen, bro?
He done
Like I
blew up
said,
a lot of screens.
I think Kohu
Yeah.
might be playing a little out of position. I think if you put him at safety, you'll start to get more value out of him, in my opinion. So we'll see. That might be on the table, because depending on how the draft goes, who knows?
Yeah.
Weaver would know that definitely better than I would. We'll see if that's on the table.
Now we know he's definitely here, and he's not taking any head coach, jobs anywhere else. So we got him for at least one more year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and I'm glad too, bro. Like I was sweating bullets, at the possibility of him. He might be moving on.
Pull the trigger on him. I think the Eagles winning that Super Bowl sealed the deal for him on whether or not they was gonna go with Moore.
Yeah, I was like, no, I want to have Weaver back.
Yeah.
And see, Weaver, he'll see what I think a lot of our fan bases are not giving him enough credit to get that level of production. You too, Crypto, based off what you said a few minutes ago, right? Considering how handcuffed he was last year, you didn't have your array of pass rushers, right? Your two top guys. Fangio had those. Fangio did, right?
Well, he had him when he was here with us.
Fangio for the better part of that year, for 90% of that year, him as defensive coordinator, he had Jalen Phillips, and he had Phillips got hurt. What game was that? Was that week? That was week 12, right?
Yeah, week 12, week 13.
Week 12, and then Chubb got hurt in like week 14, I believe.
Right.
So, but my point is, for the better part of that season, he had, with his two top edge rushers, and we all know how productive Chubb was that year, as well as we know the trajectory that Jalen Phillips was on. He was on a trajectory of a career year. That year, right? Anthony Weaver, in terms of edge players, you didn't have, and then Fangio had Christian Wilkins as well at his disposal as well, right?
Yeah,
Fangio,
he did.
Weaver didn't have Wilkins. Right, he obviously Chubb didn't play it down last year. Phillips got hurt in what week? He went down in week 6, and he clearly wasn't the player that he was before he got hurt. We knew that though. We anticipated that. It's going to take a year for him to get back to his Pro Bowl form. But then, and on top of that, you're trying to break in a rookie edge player. Then you got your Emmanuel Ogbas, all of these players that are, again, they're clearly on the downside of their careers. But for him to maximize that situation and get the overall production, basically better than what Vic Fangio had at his disposal, that was a tremendous accomplishment for Anthony Weaver, if you ask me. And on top of that, Kendall Fuller, starting guy, in and out of the lineup all year, concussions, knee injuries, right? Javon Holland, not the best player, the best version of himself. And then then on top of that, you had to overcome the Jordan Poyer debacle, right? No, Anthony Weaver did a tremendous, tremendous job. He deserves a lot of credit, and I was so glad when they opted to make Kellen Moore the head coach, and that guaranteed Weaver coming back for another year. Because I think if you get a lot of these players back health wise, you have your complete array of pass rushers, and on top of that, another year development from Chop Robinson, right? And then if you make a few additions here, Dre Greenlaw is a target for me in free agency. If I'm the Dolphins, right, you go get Dre Greenlaw and pair him with Jordan Brooks. All of a sudden, you have the best tandem of linebackers in the entire NFL, if you ask me. And depending on what they do in the draft, you'll address safety, and he probably more than likely at 13 with the release of Kendall Fuller, you're probably targeting the safety at 13. A corner at 13 if the value is there. And I think if you combine all of that, Anthony Weaver has all of these pieces at his disposal. You could see a much, much improved version of the defense. I'm talking top 3 all year in virtually, every category, kind of like the Philadelphia Eagles, in my opinion. So we'll see how that works out. But no, Weaver deserves a lot of credit, Crypto.
Yeah.
A ton of credit, if you ask me. So
anyway, hey, listen, I went an hour longer than what I wanted to. I appreciate you, Ian, for coming up. We'll do a little backstage if you want. And
anytime, bro. Let's get this backstage popping for a minute. You know what I'm saying? We hadn't chopped up in a while. So
Douglas Anderson, if you're still listening, I'm sorry for not addressing the comments sooner.
Yeah.
He basically asking y'all, what the hell kind of outfit y'all running up here? Y'all not y'all not including the chat, bro. What the fuck kind of outfit is this?
Yeah, what you call it?
That's basically what he's saying.
It's paid to comment. You gotta give a $100 super chat each for interaction.
When Liam comes up, the quality goes up 100-fold.
Now he said the quality went down because he came in. That's what he said.
Well, that's what they all say. Isn't that what they all say? Crypto, would EM come up? Oh, the quality of the show goes in the toilet. Isn't that what they normally say?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it's cool.
He said we ain't paying attention to his chat.
Y'all have a good night.
Hey man, y'all be safe out there. Salute.
Y'all be safe, man.